If love and gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Oh,
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still to the stars with the show, and till then it's half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof I'm alive by the motor. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him. And if I did, I never ever traded him. You never know what is a star like another city, the driver's side fly. Wish I could large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with view for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Hello, Leroy.
Hello.
How are you today?
A little wet.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that out there right now. Everybody have your canoes ready. We're gonna see those viral videos soon from Brickell, where it's like people are in paddle on their paddle boards.
You know what the rednecks do down here? They surf with the four-wheelers.
That's right.
They get pulled on their little boogie boards.
Clyde, I'm ready.
Hang on, Bubba, I got you.
Full throttle. Let's go.
I'm going to start off slow, you idiot. If I go too fast, you're just going to fall right off.
I want to jump this roundabout. Leroy, didn't Fonz's car get stuck in one of these things?
Yeah,
recently?
remember last year when it flooded east of 95, let's just say that, down in Fort Lauderdale, his car, if he would have drove, his car would have been underwater. So it would have been like to the middle of the window. So I went to pick him up, and it took me 2 hours to get there and 2 hours to get home. And he's right off of in between Broward and Sunrise, because it was so many cars like pulled up on the median.
Yeah.
And all the cars had lights on. You couldn't tell which cars were dead and which cars were actually moving. And then you had the people in the trucks, and the you know who made a killing? The tow trucks.
Oh yeah.
But they were like just going through the water and pushing water into people's cars. So it was crazy. So I don't know if it's that bad, because the rain hasn't been violent. It's just been constant, right? So
it's been nonstop. It feels like Seattle.
Yeah. Seattle is always a mist.
Yeah. Let's get to our headlines, brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy a truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
We start off with some sad news in the world of basketball. Go ahead, Leroy.
The logo.
Oh, no.
Jerry West
has passed away. 86 years old. The LA Clippers announced it within the last hour that Jerry West has passed away. 86, the logo. Yeah, heartbreaking news. Man, NBA is losing some legends lately.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's what you think. Think about how long they've been legends. I mean, some of these guys we never even saw play, but we know them as legends of the NBA.
Yeah,
right?
it's
who's married into his family? Michelle Wee.
I didn't know that.
Her name is Michelle Wee West.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea. Yeah, Jerry West, of course, the logo, champion with the LA Lakers, longtime executive with the LA Lakers. Clippers.
He was a really good executive too. Didn't he go up to Golden State?
He was like an advisor of Golden State.
Right.
He was like an advisor for Golden State. He was a big reason why Kawhi and Paul George came together with the Clippers. Showtime Lakers obviously was.
He seems like one of those guys.
This role when that was shown with this last thing of Winning Time, where his transition from coach to executive and his relationship with Pat Riley and all that. But heartbreaking news, man. That's tough. Obviously.
He seems like he's one of those guys. If he made the phone call, things were gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
Like even as a GM and when he ran a franchise, if Jerry West made a call, things were happening. Kind of like what Pat Riley. Now Pat Riley lost his fastball because he ain't just making things happen like he used to, for whatever reason, right? But Jerry West always seemed like the kind of guy that if you got a call from Jerry West, you picking up.
Yeah, well, he is. That's sad news. 86 years old. Jerry West has passed away. So we'll keep you posted if there's any statements. I imagine Pat Riley will probably release a statement on this.
Yep.
In the coming hours.
Those guys worked hand in hand for a while.
But, this is heartbreaking news, man. Heartbreaking news in the NBA with the Game 3 tonight with Boston and the Mavericks. 8:30 is your tip-off, and of course all eyes on Kristaps Porzingis and his new injury, which I've never even heard of. It's like,
look, listen, you know me, I know injuries. I can explain them, break them down, saute them, whatever. I ain't never heard of that.
Yep, me neither. I never heard of it. If Leroy hasn't had it, I don't even know if it should be. If Leroy hasn't had this injury, I don't even know if it should be in medical journals. But Kristaps Porzingis, they just are calling it just a rare injury in his left leg.
You know who also had something that I never heard of? The quarterback down here. That just left.
Bridgewater.
No. With the Canes.
Tyler Van Dyke.
He had an injury I never heard of too, where his muscles wouldn't join the skin or something like that.
Yeah. What a strange career with the Canes.
Yeah. Weird.
Strange.
Already
career.
Wearing the other team's jersey. Sorry, what?
Big local news. Let's get to the Panthers. Panthers, of course, they will be practicing today. David
Good
Dwork.
news.
Yep, good news. Aleksander Barkov on the ice for Panthers practice. So there you go. Big news, according to George Richards of the Hockey News.
Now, are they there?
Hockey Now, he says that Barkov is in his usual white practice jersey, doing stick work before team skate. Regular shield for Barkov, too, so no extra protection.
Are they there? They're in Edmonton now, right?
No, they leave for Edmonton today.
Whoa.
They leave for Edmonton today. I know.
Now, usually, because think about this. When football teams have a West Coast game, they leave on Friday.
Yeah, he is. They're leaving. They're obviously getting this practice in, and then they leave today. We'll talk to David Dwork, what he's seen. He's boots on the ice right now. So he'll join us later on in the program. We'll talk all things Florida Panthers as we lead into Game 3. Your Cats 2 wins away from a championship. And that was it.
Parade around Sawgrass, baby.
Get your fan boats ready. Get your fan boats ready.
Hey, you know what? Can I just say this?
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
When you win a championship
in the swamp,
the weather does not matter.
Nah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right? It doesn't matter. But I'm interested in this. There has never been a team, and you might be able to agree with me with this, that when something like that happens to one of their stars, nobody even talks about get back.
Well, I mean, honestly,
which frightens me even more because I'm like,
look,
you know what I mean?
If all signs are going great and he's out on the practice ice right now, like, your ultimate revenge is he showed up and you didn't do anything about it. Like, it's all right. You guys still got your ass kicked in Game 2, and guess who's here? Barkey, and he's had you guys in hell the entire series already.
Right. And it goes to show you what kind of team they have when their captain, their star, is playing defense that way.
A couple of NFL notes here. The Miami Dolphins officially signed their second-round pick, Patrick Paul, to a 4-year deal. So Chop Robinson, their first-round pick. The lone draft pick unsigned. I'm sure they're waiting for all those slots to fill in and get that done. So the behemoth tackle out of Houston, he has signed his deal officially. He's a giant. He'll be all set to go for training camp.
That might be one of the funniest things that man has ever said when
That's
somebody said that to him. Yeah.
Brian McKinney, who might be the only tackle who's bigger than Patrick Paul, is said that when he
I had two big right tackles, Zeus, Orlando Brown, and Corey Stringer.
Woof.
They were both pushing 350.
So you had that, but Brian McKinney came on our show and said that when children see him, they equate that his size is to his age, and if they just simply shouted him,
"It's a giant."
That's right.
He's a big boy.
And finally, the New York Jets will be fining Aaron Rodgers for missing minicamp, according to Pro Football Talk.
You know what? They backed themselves into that corner, right? The coach didn't do the quarterback any favors, which means he's maybe getting a little annoyed by his antics, right?
Yeah, probably.
But again, I'm gonna say this: if it gets down to it, I don't care how old Aaron Rodgers is. Aaron Rodgers is gonna stay.
Well, it's interesting because apparently the reports are that he's going to miss all week, not just the one workout. And that's from Diana Rossini. And then Chase Daniel. Yeah, that's right.
The quarterback?
Former Missouri quarterback. Chase Daniel has tweeted out minutes ago, wait until you hear where Aaron Rodgers is instead of with his teammates. That's an expensive absence.
Where's Chase?
Who's he working for?
No, is he with a?
He is an NFL Network analyst, according to his Twitter account.
Okay, all right. Because I'm getting ready to say, wouldn't that have been something if he was a teammate?
Wait until you hear where Aaron Rodgers is instead of with his teammates. He tweets with a googly eyes emoji, then adds, "That's an expensive absence."
Not really.
So,
not for him.
Well, not for him. I mean, rich.
Well, and here's the deal. How you gonna suspend a guy that gave back $15 million and find a guy that gave back $15 million so you can sign other players?
Good question, Leroy.
Right? You don't think that's gonna come up?
I just wouldn't do anything with Aaron Rodgers because I'm just afraid of him doing kookiness. So I'm just like, you know what?
You signed up for it. You knew this was coming.
Crazy. Take a break. You guys can get at the show 305-567-0560. We're streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, Miami 560 WQAM. Back after this. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Heat fans, you guys can experience a behind-the-scenes tour of the Kaseya Center, June 24th. That's draft week, to September 27th. It is home of the three-time NBA champion Miami Heat, a guided tour that includes VIP areas such as the Heat locker room, training facilities, arena suites and lounges, and the media control room. Tour ticket holders get a 10% discount at the Miami Heat store. For more info, go to kaseyacenter.com/all-access-tours. That'll be a draft week where the Miami Heat hold the 15th pick in this year's NBA draft.
Huh. Do you think they're going to have a draft day event? Well, that's hard to say. I don't know how you would know that. I apologize putting that. I don't want to be Leroy with hockey questions. But
do I think there's going to be a draft day event where they
Yes.
take their? I don't think so.
So when Tyler Hero was drafted, I remember being at the arena and buying some merch that they had left over. That was really
I don't
cheap.
think so, but I don't. You know what? Maybe just because they haven't had anything there for a while.
They have a pick.
Yeah, they have. Well, they have. Listen, the pick has become very important. I like to my demise. Like I should probably get
Stop
into
saying
this
F those picks.
What's that?
Yeah.
Stop saying F those picks.
Well, they haven't said F those picks though.
I know, but
that's the thing. They haven't said F those picks, and those picks have turned out to be pretty useful players. I mean, the last guy. I mean, you've had
Jaime, Tyler,
Nico.
Nico. Right.
The only guy who really hasn't worked out, and everybody, kind of throws it in the Heat's face, is the Precious Achua pick because Maxey was the next pick.
I mean, he's playing though.
Yeah, he's playing. He's not like a bum.
He's not a bum. See, here's the thing.
Serviceable.
And here's what I would say about draft picks. You draft the guy, Precious Achua was 13th.
Nah, he was later than that. I think he was 20th.
20th. And he goes on to have a 10 or 15-year career. That was a successful draft pick.
Yep.
Stop making it sound like he was a bum. No. If you draft a guy and it doesn't work out for you, doesn't mean he's a bust if he goes on to play 10, 15 years at the highest level.
Nah, the only thing that everybody gets snarky with is because Maxey was taken, I think, the next
Well,
pick.
yeah. We always do that with the draft.
But, it's tough. Like, I understand. If the Heat were going in a need direction, I know why it was made sense why they did. They probably should have just gone with best player. I'm with you. It made sense. Keep the Kentucky, you're hot at the dice table. Maybe just keep throwing Kentucky Wildcats. It seems like you should have just kept rolling at that. But
I think a lot of times we put these labels on draft picks, and then 10, 15 years later, we see them still playing, and we still classify them as a bust or whatever. That's not a bust.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's not a bust. It happens in football all the time. Where you pick a guy and he doesn't work in your system, and you go now, I'll tell you what was a bust?
Mm-hmm.
Deion Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, yeah.
But no, it's become they haven't been the F that picks team. They've been, we need these picks, and usually these picks are going to be some of our more important players. So it's become a pretty important time. So I don't know, to answer your question, Marcus, I don't know if they're having an event. I'd imagine last year, they're probably thinking with the Damian Lillard thing that was in the air, were they going to be dealing somebody? They're just coming off the NBA finals. Maybe they didn't feel like it was going to have the hype behind it. I don't know, but maybe this year they will, because they've had time off, get the fan base right. I mean, listen, they were just tweeting about preseason games, in the midst of the NBA finals. I don't think that objectively that's not going to get the fans fired up. So the 15th pick it's from all accounts not a great draft,
right?
But this Heat scouting department they just seem to hit solid pick or rock star pick after rock star pick. Got to give Adam Simon and that whole department credit, and whomever they pick is probably going to end up being pretty important to the team, because
whoever they pick is going to be a quality pro. How about that?
Yep.
And if you look at all of their most recent draft picks. You can go back 5. All their first round draft picks. I mean, for a while, those guys are still playing basketball. And so that means that you have picked a quality pro. Did it work out for you? Not necessarily. We don't know if Preston Chua would have worked out because you traded him. But all the other guys did. Nobody knew Tyler Hero was going to keep getting broken.
Nope. But I mean, yeah, it's become an important thing. So I don't know if they do, you know,
we'll
awesome.
let you know.
We'll let you know. We'll keep you posted if they're going to do anything for draft night. I'm sure I could reach out, ask some people if there's going to be any kind of event.
Yeah, let me know. I'll get some
Menu
merch.
631 says the Zach Edey pick has Sioux Falls written all over it. That's the way to go into it. I mean, just immediately send them. First of all, nothing wrong with Sioux Falls. The best of them have been.
You do realize that you have probably 5 or 6 guys that have been contributors on this team.
Yeah, that is
good contributors that have played in Sioux Falls.
Sioux Falls is a badge of honor,
right?
I
mean, Nico went to Sioux Falls. Dunks, Sioux Falls, right?
Dunks is a king in Sioux Falls,
right?
I think there should be a statue of Duncan Robinson in Sioux Falls.
When he goes back, they're like, wow.
You know, when you take your when you know the families that are season ticket holders for the Sky Force, they see a statue. They're, who's that, Papa? That their son, number 62. That's Duncan Robinson, a legend.
62. Man,
he came out to a song, play that donkey music.
Dang.
It was him and Briante Weber. Who's that, Papa?
Ooh.
Longest tenured Skyforce player of all time. They kept thinking he was going to be a Miami Heat thing, but he just kept ending up back in South Dakota.
Did great though.
Did great. Has his own sandwich named after him at Gertz Diner.
Does he? That sounds about right.
Why has it got to be Gertz?
I don't know.
Show up for Gertrude.
She's just in South Dakota.
A Gertrude in South Dakota.
Yeah, she's making great apple pie.
Can I tell you? I've been there.
To Sioux Falls?
Not to Sioux Falls. I've been to North Dakota and South Dakota. Let me tell you. Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes. Their top of the line hotel was like Motel 6.
Damn. Almago says it's not a real life statue, it's a pocket sized one to match the Sioux Falls energy. No. That's not, we're not doing like the 76ers here with our statues. There's a Duncan Robinson. It's like it's statuesque, just right outside the arena.
What are they thinking with that? 62 though. That's my favorite part about it.
Legend, dude.
OG.
He's a legend. Delvin Kane says Tobin needs to be boots on the ground in Sioux Falls. Sample that sandwich. Just do a tour of Sioux Falls. Hey, Galen, can we get a budget to go to Sioux Falls for a live show so we could be there for the Sky Force?
How far is Sioux Falls from Vegas, you think?
I have no idea.
Far, really?
We've been accused of being really bad at geography on this show, and I got to be honest with you, I don't really. Where is Sioux?
It's right. It's just west of Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Like, see, that's not that bad though. This is what you do. Allegiant. So hear me out. It's the only direct flight I can find. You guys fly to Sioux Falls. It's only a 2-hour and 55-minute flight from Sioux Falls to Vegas. The next time you're covering a fight, why don't you just, take a quick tour of Sioux Falls. Go to Gertz Diner. Is that the name?
Can I just tell you, that would make me not want to go to Vegas. Because of the three of us, I've actually been to one of the Dakotas.
Fair point. I don't plan on going to any of the Dakotas.
I don't even know what Sioux Falls looks like.
How many restaurants do you think are in Sioux Falls?
It looks like snow.
Population. 202,000 people.
Really?
Yeah.
That's 10 best restaurants in Sioux Falls.
Put it this way. I think I drove. Did we drive?
Wow. Sioux Falls, fastest growing city in the Midwest.
No, it's not.
What?
How far is it from Minneapolis?
Because
I'm trying to remember, did I drive or fly?
Okay, so here's the top 5 restaurants.
Wendy's.
You got Grill 62 or
Oh.
I'm sorry, Grill 26. Got some dyslexia there. Grill 26.
Mm.
That's number 5. You got Phillips Avenue Diner.
Oh, a diner already.
Diner.
Sweet.
Minerva's, which looks pretty fancy.
Oh,
Kind of looks like a. Then you have Carnival Brazilian Grill, number 2.
Wait. 202,000 people.
Yep.
They have a Brazilian restaurant?
Yep. Number
Okay.
2.
number 2.
Number 2.
Minerva's doesn't look bad.
And then number 1, Gertz.
Oh, everyone knows. Minneapolis, 3.5
Something
hours
called
away.
JL Beers is number 1.
J.
I think I drove. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I mean, 3.5 hours, not that bad.
Because I don't think I went to Sioux Falls.
Someone does it every day.
It's true.
JL, what the hell? This is the number 1?
I told you. You thought I was lying about that.
JL Beers, huh?
Yep.
This is a brewery. Essentially, this is a brewery.
It's kind of like some of these small towns though, dude.
Yeah.
Or flyover states. Is
Yeah.
this considered a flyover state? I don't know. Point is, breweries are big. They have the big thing there. You have a
Denver
little pizza.
does that a lot. They got a Blue Moon.
Yeah.
And they got a bunch of different ones around there.
We'll take a break. Back with more after this.
What's a flyover state?
This hour of Tobin and Leroy
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. So I've been given an update on a potential draft at the arena. Looks like there's a concert that night. Appreciate the heads up. Aventura is going to be there June 25th and 26th.
No, Aventura is over there. The stadium is in downtown.
No, the band.
Oh,
Aventura.
gotcha.
What are they like? They're like Latin rock. What would you,
No.
bachata? What would you say?
Yeah. Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna be completely wrong. All I know about them is the ladies love them.
Love Aventura.
Ladies love it. So much so, Drake has a line. Ladies love me like I'm Aventura.
He has that line.
He has that line.
Wow, how about
So,
that? You sure he's not talking about the mall?
I don't. You know what?
It's a great mall.
They do love the mall. It is.
It's a great mall.
Very expensive mall.
Very expensive mall.
Yeah.
Very expensive.
So there will be
And a
lots
hike.
of ladies.
I mean, there's a lot of walking in that mall. It's big.
Oh my goodness.
I used to
big
work in
mall.
that mall. Forever 21.
Did you really?
I did.
Forever 21.
No. Yeah.
Why?
My friend worked there, and then he got me a job, and he got fired, and so did I.
What were you guys doing?
Stealing clothes. No, I'm kidding. I only get used stuff. No, man. I just decided taking 2 buses to Aventura Mall for minimum wage probably wasn't the wave.
Not a deal.
Yeah.
Not a deal.
Yeah.
Where were you living at the time? You still in Broward?
Miramar. So from Miramar to Aventura
Hmm.
was quite the bop, if you will.
Let's mix it up, dude.
Let's mix it up, dude.
The Mix Bag is brought to you by Broward Health. Well into your future, Frog Boy.
Isn't your Chili's in Aventura? Don't you have a Chili's?
That is
there?
my yes. That is the first date of the Tobins.
That is
Was at the
adorable.
Chili's in Aventura.
You go, boy.
Ooh.
Big
Did she
time.
think you was big time because you went to Chili's and Aventura when there's
You know what?
75
19
Chili's all over the place?
When you
You could have went to that Chili's where people keep getting shot where we used to work.
I don't know what Chili's is closer. From Barry, I would say no, because you hit US 1. That Chili's was closer then. And I don't even know if that one was open yet. I'm not even sure. But the Chili's in Aventura, that's a Barry University love story starts right there, dude.
You sure it wasn't? I just picture D and a group of her friends walking down the street, and you walking down the street with a keg. And you invite her and her friends to a party, and that's how the love story starts.
She claims that she was at one of our parties, and that she saw me first, and she came to like I think we had like the luau. We had a luau or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And that
Did you guys do flyaways?
flyaways?
Yeah.
What are flyaways?
Like they had fraternity and sorority where they pick 2 names out of a hat at the end of the night and they go somewhere for a weekend.
No,
What
never
the
did that, dude.
hell are we even
Yeah.
talking
No,
about?
if we were gonna go at if it was gonna be 2 tickets anywhere, it was gonna be the Exxon down at the kind of the
Spanish Enchanted Forest.
yeah, like where the hell do you think they're sending us? Yeah.
Oh, so she's you know what I love?
I wasn't in a grass skirt.
You were in a grass
I wasn't in a grass skirt.
I know you.
Can I just say this? You ever notice if you've been dating somebody for a long time, the history of how you guys met always seems to favor the other person, right? Like, so D says, so you at no point in time were the aggressor.
I asked her out, but I would say she kind of like, remember back in the day, it was Facebook was the it was when Facebook was pretty like on its first year, and I would say she slid into the equivalent of my DMs.
Did she
And
poke you?
No, so she was the aggressor.
she liked what she saw. She liked what she saw. Man. And then I was liking what I saw back.
Hey.
I asked her out.
Yeah.
No, well, I
Like,
mean,
man.
kind of. I mean, look, she
She's
put it
man.
out there. She
put it out there. I made a move.
You go.
You
boy.
didn't. She made a move by.
It was more like it was more like it was when like it's like when Tyreek goes yay to Tua, you know, like we
Yeah.
connected. Yay. I was like, oh,
Listen,
all right.
you throw an alley oop. If there's not a dunk at the end of that, that's a turnover.
That's right.
You, my friend.
Like LeBron and D Wade full court in Indiana.
That was
So
great.
she gave you she threw the lob up to you.
Yeah,
And you dunked it.
Look at that.
All right.
That is a very love story, right?
A very love story.
What do we got in the mixed bag, Marcos?
Not sure if you guys have heard. Christian McCaffrey is on the cover of Madden.
Oh,
yes.
Like no Niner. Like if you found out today Tua was on the cover of Madden, nobody's feeling good about that, right?
Can't give him a contract.
No one's feeling good about that. Or if it's
you're talking about the
yeah, just like even if there's I don't even know what the record is of curse or not curse
Man Jinx.
anymore.
I think didn't Marshall was on it one year. He won the MVP.
Who?
Marshall
Marshall
Falk.
Marshall Falk.
I think that was the year after.
99. They barely had video games.
That was 03.
03?
I know the Madden covers.
Wow.
Culpepper was 02.
Who was last year?
Josh Allen.
Yeah, I mean, all right. They got through it okay. I don't know if you can blame them.
Wait a minute.
Hey, listen,
Wait.
that season was
Hey,
drama, though.
hard to
Can
know.
I just say this? Can I just say this? Please let's not take the surrounding circumstances and dictate Josh Allen being Josh Allen.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
Josh Allen's going to have an incredible season, and he's going to have those 1 or 2 picks during the course of a season where you're going to go, oh my goodness. That ain't the Madden curse. That's just Josh Allen.
But he lost Stephon Diggs. There were a lot of questionable injuries towards the end of the season, and the Chiefs are still his daddy. It's the worst case scenario for Josh Allen.
There's a lot of people on that list.
Yeah.
Like the Chiefs, they paying a whole lot of child support right now in the East, in the right
In the AFC.
in the AFC, right?
All right. So did Josh Allen last year? Year before that was John Madden. It was honoring his death.
Correct.
Yep.
You know,
I think Patrick Mahomes the year before, something like that.
it was Brady and Mahomes the year before that, a dual cover.
Yeah. Which
Kind of hard to curse them.
yeah.
Did
Lamar
they end up in the
Jackson.
Super Bowl? Because one was that the year Brady beat.
Yeah, probably
So-
the year Brady beat.
They both were
Mahomes.
cursed in that sense then. Mahomes was a human and lost in the Super Bowl, and Brady lost to a jiu-jitsu teacher. So it was a bad time. It's not good, dude. I'm telling you, you can continue to trace.
I don't
history.
love it. I don't love it. I wouldn't love it if I found out a Dolphin was on the cover of Madden.
Well, this is what Christian McCaffrey had to say about the Madden curse.
I'm not superstitious at all about it. I was so excited, man. I mean, this was such an honor to be able to, when I first got the call, I was in shock. It was something that I just never thought would happen to me. I never thought that somebody would call and tell me I'm on the cover of Madden. So when I got the call, I wasn't thinking about any curse. I was just excited. And I think that stuff is kind of myth, and whatever happens. But I'm excited to be on the cover.
Do you want to know the last running back to be on the cover of Madden?
Yes, I would like.
Was
to
it
know.
Derrick Henry?
No. Let me guess. Damn it, Sean Alexander.
Good guess though. Sean Alexander, I think, was on it, but he's not the last one on it.
Hold on.
Sean Alexander was on Madden 07.
No, then was it from Minnesota?
AP.
AP.
Yep.
Wow.
Adrian Peterson. Good job.
What year was that?
2014.
Right after he tore his knee up and then got 2,000.
Let's see. 2014. What did he do that year? 24. Did he get suspended that year? That's a bad curse. That's true.
Adrian Peterson. Wow. You know what? Is that maybe the year?
Let's see. Peterson opened the 2014 season, 75 years. Yep, that was the year he got suspended.
Oh, I'm telling you.
That's a Madden curse.
I am telling you. This curse continues.
That's a Madden curse right there.
It's been bad.
Oof.
I think the year that Richard Sherman was on the following year was that Super Bowl thing that happened.
When they lost the Super Bowl?
The Malcolm Butler.
I don't know if I can call that a curse. Like, yes, it's bad, but I don't know if I can say Richard Sherman. Well, Richard Sherman, did he get hurt that year? Because I equate the Madden curse always to you getting hurt, not just bad success.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably fair. That's probably more fair to determine who got injured.
I mean, but that's been gone for a while. I mean, because if you're going back to Brady and Patrick,
That's why they always went to quarterbacks. Just like enough of this.
you go back to Brady and Patrick Mahomes, that was, I mean, wow.
Madden 2002, Dante Culpepper's on the cover. He missed 5 games due to injury. 2003, Marshall Faulk missed 6 starts and didn't play in 2 games. 2004, Michael Vick only played in 5 games due to injury. 2006, McNabb misses 7 games due to injury. There's something there. If I saw Tua,
but it went away though. If you look at going to the teens, that's not accurate.
2007, Sean Alexander missed 6 games. 2010, Troy Polamalu missed 11 games. 2012, Peyton Hillis. Literally, no one has ever heard from him ever again.
That's true.
He's still even around.
Peyton Hillis.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
We mentioned in 2014.
Or you could have just said a Brown.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy though, a white running back Brown. Very strange. I don't understand. Can't remember the last time. Madden 2017, Rob Gronkowski only played 8 games due to injury.
It's like every year with him.
But didn't they win the Super Bowl? Oh no, that's the year they lost to 2008 is the year they went undefeated and lost to Eli.
Yeah. Rob Gronkowski on 2017.
Gronk wasn't on that team.
Yeah, they finished in 2017.
Oh, that's what I thought you said 2008.
No, 2017 actually. Gronk, that was one where Gronk was on the cover, but
2008 was Vince Young. I can just assume there was a curse there at some point named Jeff Fisher.
For sure. The Eagles beat the Patriots in that Super Bowl after Gronk was on the cover.
You know what?
Yeah.
We get it.
Yeah,
the point is,
it's fair.
Hopefully Christian McCaffrey can overpower the curse, but I would be nervous.
I would be nervous too, man.
I would be nervous, especially with running back. It hasn't been used in a while. What do you got for what else is in the mixed bag, dude?
Let's get something I know Leroy would like to hear about. Tiger Woods.
Oh,
yes, he recently spoke and answered the question: is it possible for him to win a U.S. Open?
Yeah, I do. I do. I do feel like I have the strength to be able to do it. It's just a matter of doing it. This golf course is going to test every single aspect of your game, especially mentally, and just the mental discipline that it takes to play this particular golf course. And it's going to take a lot. We've been working on that and making sure that I understand the game plan and be ready, in 2 more days.
Where's it at this year, Leroy?
It's at Pinehurst, number 2. Here's the deal. Here's why Tiger feels he can win this golf tournament. Because the final score will be somewhere around even par.
Oh.
Right? The U.S. Opens, but here's the other problem. There's 80s waiting to happen. There's an 80 waiting to happen. Right? That's the thing. So if he can keep his ball relatively straight, he won't have to shoot incredibly low scores to be in the mix. However, and it's not a very undulating golf course, meaning that it wouldn't be that difficult to walk. However, one missed shot, a couple of missed shots, and you're talking about being out of the golf tournament. So that is the crux behind it. I'm telling you, it's gonna be hard to go against Schauffele and
Schauffele and Schefter.
Yeah,
Schauffele and Scheffler.
Yep. Because the one thing that is required in these tournaments, especially U.S. Open, is hitting the ball straight. They hit the ball straighter than anybody.
You're gonna need to play some mind games with Scheffler if Tiger's paired up with him. Maybe wear some ripped pants.
He won't be paired up with Tiger.
Why not?
Because that's not how they do it.
Why not?
Huh? Because here, believe it or not, they have a system with how they pair people up and who you play with and what time you tee off.
Must take ratings.
Tiger's going to be middle of the day both times, right? They want to get eyes. The number 1 player in the world, middle of the day both times. So his morning time may be 10 o'clock. His evening time may be 1 o'clock. He ain't going to have a 7 o'clock in the morning tee time and a 2 in the evening tee time. He's not going to have that. He's going to be in the TV coverage both days.
How nervous are the police going to be?
At Pinehurst? No, isn't he from those parts? They ain't going, it's North Carolina. Uh-oh. I don't know.
Listen, don't look any golfers in the eye, officer.
Yeah.
Do what they want.
You saw what he did to the last one.
So what you did. Holy crap.
Lightning?
It's literally like, you ever say like you look out your window and it's raining sideways? That's what it's doing right now.
Man.
Well, I'm looking at it and it looks like it's 7:30 in the evening.
It's
Woo.
crazy out there. Give us one more, Marcos, for the mixed bag.
Indeed. This one is Russell Wilson. He feels like
Who's this guy?
What are we
What does he want to say?
Come on, dude. You shook up the bag. You shook up the mixed bag and you reach in the bag and you pull out Russell Wilson.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I didn't realize we hated Russell Wilson. Travis Kelce, then, huh? You guys like that? Travis Kelce?
Okay. Better.
All right.
Better.
This is him talking about being an aging superstar with the Chiefs and how much wear and tear his body can take as they continue to put the load on him.
Wear and tear me, baby. I'm ready for it, man. Put the load on me. I love being accountable for these the men and the women in this building and Chiefs Kingdom. I love the aspect of, everybody counting on me to try and make that play for the team and just do the right things out there on the field and better judgment for the team. And I just I don't think that anything from last year, put more miles on me, made me, less of a player. I think it was all in all, it was just, focus, being my own worst critic. And capitalizing in situations that I should have.
Whatever, dude. You're dating Taylor Swift. Last year worked out fine for you.
Dude, why you so bitter? Why can't that man live his best life?
He doesn't even wash his feet, dude. Can we trust this guy?
He doesn't wash
really?
his feet?
He's him and Jason Kelce. They said they don't wash their feet, dude.
I got to tell you.
The intangibles cleanliness.
Wait. Tobin.
Could be a football guy.
Tobin, stop it.
What?
When was the last time you washed the bottom of your feet?
This morning. I got one of those.
Right after you shaved?
I got one of them scrubbing loofahs.
Oh,
that's nasty.
No, it's not.
Loofahs are nasty.
You wash them off.
Hold on. Let's understand this. Let me explain something to you. You are washing your dirty body.
Yep.
With a loofah, and then washing it again with the dirty.
Dude, my shower, and I cleaned like
you can't clean a loofah.
I've been to your house, and I don't recall it being a hospital. So, like, what is this? How much more cleanly can I get? What do you want me to do?
Hey,
you want a new one every time?
You want me to tell you what I do?
Disposable loofah.
This is no lie.
Maybe onto something.
I buy like 50 of those little washcloths on Amazon.
50
for like $15, right? And I wash and throw them away.
That's it. That's what you do.
Yeah.
One and done with the washcloth.
Yeah.
You can put it in the laundry.
Nope.
Why? It's not a baby wipe.
Because it's cheap.
I don't understand this.
You probably spend about $100 a year on
okay,
yeah. Better than mine. My feet are clean.
I got a washcloth, dude. A cheap washcloth. I wash, scrub, get everything, and then throw it in trash.
You make it seem like, okay, first of all, I don't like how I don't like how Schmeathan says the intangibles love a loofah.
Yes. I'm not being wasteful, dude.
A loofah.
It's a cheap washcloth. You keep washing it, you're gonna be able to see through it. Dude, that's not rich. That's not rich people problems.
My loofah. Who cares?
That's not rich people problems, dude.
It gets rinsed out.
I promise you. I spend the same amount of money on washing stuff than you do as you do. I'm spending less than $1 a towel.
Let me tell you something, dude. Your $15 washcloth is nasty. All right, probably gets you.
No, it's not. It's clean. Everyone I wash with,
it's not of quality to clean you.
Let's see. I don't believe that it's a 50-pack of wash.
Hold on. I'll send you the thing.
Who's going to Costco to get washcloths because he's afraid to ever use it again? Are we kidding?
No, I don't go to Costco. I go on Amazon. In fact,
dude, you're wholesaling your washcloths.
Yes, that's right.
50-pack, $16.99.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, there you go.
Pretty good.
No, you think I'm kidding?
Maybe onto something.
I'm telling you.
You disgust me.
What? That's not,
what are you doing, frog boy?
Hey, y'all think I'm wasting money? At $16 for 50 washcloths, how much is that a washcloth?
Quick math says that it is.
But hold on. Why can't you just? Can I just ask a question?
Guess what? It's cheaper than toilet paper.
But let me ask you something.
It's cheaper than toilet paper.
Yeah, let me ask you a question. Why do you have to keep going back to the well of buying 50 washcloths? Why can't you buy, let's just say on the conservative side, 10 washcloths and just put them back in the laundry and roll it through? What does this need to continue to have a fresh washcloth?
No, man. They don't get, because here, when you wash them in cotton. Wait, let me tell you something. When you use a washcloth and you keep using it, and then you wash it, then you go to put the soap on it don't suds up.
Oh, okay, dude. All right. First of all, everybody knows you got to give a washcloth / towel a couple washes for it to be peak towel. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. No towel or cloth out of the gate is the best it's ever gonna be.
It's what I need it to be. It's a
you need to get some washes on that thing.
Dude, let me explain something to you. My washcloths are cleaner than that dude at the club that throw that towel at you.
Which guy?
You know when you go into a fancy club and they have the bathroom attendant?
Oh, yeah.
And you try to avoid it because he throws it at you, and once you catch it, that means you under contract.
What do you use at the lily pad there, frog boy?
I just lick my skin.
Listening to WQAM for Cat Talk.
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Valoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Everybody drive safe out there. It is it's nasty out. It's nasty out, man.
Very
nasty.
Let us get to our headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
All right, we got some news from Panthers practice. David Dwork going to join us next hour. We will talk to him and get all the happenings there. But from his Twitter account, Paul Maurice says Sasha Barkov looked and felt good today. Final decision on his game 3 status will come after they get to Edmonton. So he's looking like a game time decision, but obviously things going in the right direction for the Panthers captain and star. So great news there for your Panthers. Game 3 tomorrow, 8 o'clock north of the border. Panthers lead this series 2-0. They get this one. They can put the death grip on it, obviously. It is what everybody's saying. It's going to be a crazy, crazy atmosphere. The Panthers have thrived so far in those types of environments. So very much looking forward to it. Cannot wait.
Interesting stat. They were 26 wins on the road, 26 wins at home.
They've handled it, man.
That travels.
The sad news today, an absolute legend passed away. Jerry West, gone at 86 years old. A lot of tributes and statements rolling in. Stephen A. Smith says Michael Jordan had texted him the following. I am so deeply saddened at the news of Jerry's passing. He was truly a friend and mentor, like an older brother to me. Rest in peace, logo. So there you go. The GOAT to the logo. Adam Silver has put out a statement, Leroy, on the passing of Jerry West. He says that Jerry West was a basketball genius and a defining figure in our league for more than 60 years. He distinguished himself not only as the NBA champion and an all-star in 14 seasons of playing, but also the consummate competitor who embraced the biggest moments. He was the league's first finals MVP and made rising to the occasion for his signature quality, earning him the nickname Mr. Clutch. I valued my friendship with Jerry and the knowledge he shared with me over the many years. On behalf of the NBA, we send our deepest condolences to Jerry's wife, Karen, his family, and many friends in the NBA community. So that part of the statement that was put out by the commissioner of the league, Adam Silver, and LeBron has tweeted as well, Leroy, on the passing of Jerry West. We'll truly miss our convos, my dear friend. My thoughts and prayers go to your wonderful family. Forever love, Jerry. Rest in paradise, my guy. So
surprised nobody has attacked LeBron over that.
What? That's what you got out of that?
I know, but I'm just saying, like anytime.
Wait, have we checked Skip Bayless's Twitter? Maybe we haven't.
You know what I mean. Stop. Like I genuinely think that everybody in basketball loved Jerry West. Anybody who had a conversation with him, like he just seemed genuine. You know what I mean? There was no you never heard any crazy stories around Jerry West. Like he was one of those people, along with like Kareem and like just conversations with those guys seem like real. So
well, We'll bring you more as they roll in, but obviously the basketball world is hurting today. On day 3 of the NBA Finals, tip-off tonight is at 8:30 between the Celtics and Mavericks. Of course, injury-wise, people looking around at Kristaps Porzingis, who has a leg injury I've never heard of, but they're saying it's super,
I didn't even know it was a leg injury until you mentioned it.
super rare. And
so that means if it's super rare, then it is even more painful, right?
Oh, I guess so. I don't know.
I'd say you play him, though. What are you saving him for?
I mean, what are you saving him for?
Yeah, like, are you like sit down if he physically can't?
I think they don't like nobody wants a
thing.
KD situation where like he tears his Achilles and then he's out for all next year. It is kind of crazy though. Like Kristaps Porzingis was such a key to all of this for their regular season.
Yep,
and they needed him 0 in this postseason run. Basically,
Well, he did play a hell of a game 1.
Yeah, he had a great game 1. Everyone's gonna forever remember the Kristaps Porzingis 2 playoff game run where they needed him in game 1.
Yeah,
unless they end up losing, I guess. If he can't go, then I guess it's a big deal. But if they still end up
if they lose and he can't go, it's gonna go immediately to. It ain't gonna go to nobody. It ain't gonna go to Porzingis. It's gonna go to Tatum. Right?
Yeah. Well, Tatum's finals numbers over his 2 finals.
Yeah.
Stink.
Right.
Stink.
Hasn't really had a signature moment all playoff.
Nope.
Can't remember one signature moment.
And by the way, people like keep wondering like, why is this a big deal? Who cares? Hey, if you're a Boston fan, who cares?
For sure.
Who cares? Do we care that Kachuk hasn't had the best Stanley Cup so far?
Nope.
Absolutely not. But I don't have Kachuk.
Is it a little bit different? It's a little bit different in hockey.
It's different because you're not on the ice
You can make
as much.
an impact, and you got to play both ends.
Yeah, and it's just there's weird things that happen in the sport. You're on the ice for only so much time. The thing is with Jason has been thrown in our face like he's a
Right.
godsend.
Right.
The basketball.
Right. And that's what sucks about sports, though. We get these players thrown in our face, and we expect things of them that maybe they aren't capable of, or maybe we shouldn't expect because of either the team they play on or what have you, right? For example, like we call Tom Brady the GOAT, but he's won Super Bowls where he's had 200 yards passing because they were a good team. You see what I mean? And I think that's kind of what's going on with Jason Tatum, although I will say this, is everything that Jaylen Brown is doing, because of Tatum being thrown in our face, we expected that more from Tatum.
Yeah.
And that's why it's not necessarily a conversation, of that team, but a conversation that we have because of how he's been thrown in our face.
Yeah. And it just, and look, if he goes and he has 50 tonight, cool. But I don't know.
He ain't gonna have 50 because here's the deal. He's not the driving force in this series. It's Jaylen Brown. It's Drew Holiday. Like Drew Holiday's numbers are way up. Right? So
but his shots aren't like he's still shooting the ball a ton.
Right. No, I got you.
It's not like he's sitting in the corner and he's going like 4 for 6.
Right. He's shooting. He's getting his shots.
Taking over 20 shots. Like it's not like he's
not
just bowing out. So we'll take a quick break. Back with more of this.
This hour of Tobin and Leroy is sponsored by Kendall.
Welcome back, Tobin and Leroy. Take you up until 2 here on the program. Talk to our guy, David Dwork. We'll talk a little Panthers with him coming up. David Benavidez is also going to join the show. He's fighting this weekend against Aleksander Usyk on the Gervonta Davis card. So a big double feature in Vegas this weekend. So we'll get his thoughts. Been training in Miami. Been training a little bit with Roy Jones in Miami. So we'll see. Canelo keeps ducking him. He wants $200 million to fight David Benavidez.
You know, I keep hearing that Canelo keeps ducking him.
Yep.
And I wanted to know from you, do you think that potentially Canelo could be picking his shots, if you will, the same way Floyd did?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, definitely do. And I don't. It's not that I am going to crush Canelo for it, because people in boxing have done that all the time.
That's why Floyd wouldn't fight Canelo again.
Yeah, it's nothing, or why Floyd waited forever to fight Pacquiao. Like, it's nothing new. When you're the biggest star in boxing, you get to call your shots. You get to call your shots. But I just quibble with some of the, I don't like when we get to the point where like Floyd was like fighting Maidana twice, when it was like, Maidana won 3 rounds against you. You don't need to fight him again. Why are you fighting, all respect, Andre Berto? Like, these are people that should not be in the ring with you. Fight somebody who is worth the amount of money you charge fans to watch you fight, But David Benavidez is a lot bigger than him. And, while nobody has really bludgeoned Canelo, he's got an iron chin. And that's not really David Benavidez.
The last guy, it looked shaky for a minute. That's it, a minute.
What do you mean it looks shaky?
The fight we went to against
Canelo. Oh, with Munguia? Yeah, but Munguia really didn't hurt him. He didn't really. And then Canelo put him on the ground.
Right.
So yeah, he's picking his shots right now, Marcos, for sure. That's definitely going on. Speaking of carnival barkers who pick their own shots, you guys like lists?
Well, I love lists.
You love lists, Leroy?
Yeah.
What is the list of?
Yeah, we love lists.
No, what's the list of?
I got many lists. I got an option.
Give me what's the list of, because I got to get my mind ready on.
I got multiple lists.
Give me the list we're going to talk about.
Well, we got multiple lists, so I could go any direction you want to go in. Do you want a choice of list?
Sure.
And you could, and then I'll tell you who made the list, and then you can.
And you can tell me why are we having this conversation, so you can talk about who got snubbed.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So here's the list.
Go.
Here are the lists. All right. You got top anticipatory throwers in the league.
Top got to be damn near one.
Top Dolphins coaches of all time, or top 40 quarterbacks in the league. Which one would you like?
Let's go top anticipatory and then go top quarterbacks.
All right. Top anticipatory quarterbacks in the league.
We only need 5 to 1.
This is a list made by Kurt Warner. His opinion. That's it. He did research. He dove into the film, Leroy.
I'll let you know if I agree.
So you want 5 to 1?
5 to 1.
Okay. Well, his number 5 is a 5'6", so he's already soft.
Okay. This is not getting starting off with
Give me the damn answers.
Number 5, a combination of Kirk Cousins and CJ Stroud.
Okay.
Number 4, Matthew Stafford.
Yes, agreed.
Number 3, Joe Burrow. Number 2,
limited time, but okay.
Number 2, Brock Purdy. Brock out. Number 1, Tua.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 1, Tua.
Because here's what I would say about that those lists. Your top 3 guys play in a very timed offense. right? It's a very time. So it's 1, 2, 3, ball out. Make your decision quickly. So do you have to be a little bit more anticipatory than all the other guys? Absolutely, because you don't have much time to decide where that ball's going. So that top 3 all playing basically the same offense. Think about it. Think about the coaches, all from the same tree. You see what I mean? So I could see how those 3 guys would be 1, 2, and 3. Are you fine with that list?
Yeah, 2 is number 1. I know Frogboy hates it.
But I knew that beforehand. That's like one of the things that everybody is amazed at.
Why are you dismissing it?
Stunt Steve says, do you have a list of awful segments? Because this might be number 1.
No, but I have worst participants of the chat, and he's number 1.
Wow.
Wow. All right. So
what, you want to quibble over it? Who do you think?
No. This is
Brock, I don't understand. How is Brock Purdy number 2 and 2 is number 1?
Because he's had more success.
So wait, you think Brock Purdy should be number 1?
Like, guy's mobile. Let's start with that.
Wait. Do you understand what the list is? What is the list, Marcos?
The list is top quarterbacks with the highest expectations to win a Super Bowl.
No, that's not the list.
That's the list.
That's not the list. The list is anticipatory throwing.
Right. And your jackass, the first thing he mentions is mobile. So you already you can't be considered.
This is a stupid.
It's not a stupid list. It's a superpower. It's not a stupid. You're a stupid
I got a
list
list too. Coolest shoelaces.
What?
You know, let's just do random lists since we can do random lists. Who made this list? Pro Football Focus?
Kurt Warner.
Sure, dude.
Hall of Fame quarterback.
Supposedly did his research. This guy was a bag boy. Let's not forget that.
What are you talking about, dude?
Paper or plastic?
Let's move on.
Of a movie. Did anyone?
Let's move on to the list of quarterbacks. Now,
Dennis Lopez says totally stupid list.
Totally stupid list.
You guys are bastards.
So
Kurt Warner, you got no respect for Kurt Warner?
So wait, let's just move on.
Movie sucked.
Let's go with top quarterbacks. Let's go 10 though, because it got 40 quarterbacks. We only want 10.
Well, it doesn't have the same effect with 10. I think you got to have all 40.
No, but I'm to be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing 2 is 5 to 10.
Oh, do you think that?
Yeah.
Well, you'd be wrong, Leroy, because this is the 2024 Chris Sims quarterback list.
Oh God!
I thought it was the same guy.
No. Kurt Warner's he's got one list that Kurt Warner's made. It's anticipatory throwers.
Is he at least in the top 32?
Tua?
Yeah.
He is in the top 32.
That had to hurt. That had to hurt Chris Sims.
Yeah. Well,
let me guess where he has Tua.
Okay, before JFig throws it up, do you want to guess where he has Tua? Go ahead.
18.
Wow.
Is it 18?
He's good.
Whoa.
He's good.
That's amazing.
Now, I'm going to go down this list, and I'm going to tell you why it's garbage.
All right.
And I already see 2 reasons why. Okay. Patrick Mahomes, accurate. Okay. I'll give you Josh Allen, although I would have Josh Allen a little further down because when he hurts you, right? And you can't have a quarterback top 2 in the league where he's known for making that pivotal mistake that cost you a game. You just can't. Okay? Joe Burrow, I get Joe Burrow, but here's the problem. He's banged up. We don't know what he is, and he lost some weapons. Lamar Jackson, absolutely. Matthew Stafford, absolutely. What in the hell has Justin Herbert done? No, tell me. Everybody wants Justin Herbert. What has he done? I'll wait. Exactly. CJ Stroud, absolutely, but only 1 year. So I have questions. Dak Prescott, his own team don't even have him top 10. Why do you have him top 10? His own team doesn't even like him.
That's true.
Okay? Jared Goff, I'm going to tell you something. These are fighting words right here. Trevor Lawrence at number 11.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great.
I will fight you. Okay? He should be in the 20s.
On a playoff.
Kirk Cousins,
Yeah,
I think he's probably the most underrated quarterback in the league.
What?
Yeah.
And Trevor Lawrence won his playoff game against a choking Justin Herbert.
No. Again, I'm past that. Kirk Cousins, Jordan Love, I see what everybody sees. But again, what is that, 1 year he's done it? 1 year. We're putting a lot of praise and hope on 1 year. Aaron Rodgers didn't even play. He played 4 plays last year, and he's on a ayahuasca retreat.
We don't know that.
Instead of going to camp.
We don't know that.
We don't, but we know where
find out where he was.
I know definitively where he's not. Mandatory minicamp.
Well, that's true.
This one here, these next two, you can take 11, 15, and 16, and I'll fight you over this.
Baker Mayfield.
You telling me Baker Mayfield is better than Tua? You're telling me Kyler Murray is better than Tua? Hell, they almost drafted a quarterback.
That's true.
And you're sitting there telling me that guy's better than Brock Purdy. I'll give you Brock Purdy because he's been playing in the same system longer, but he gets banged up. And then you have Tua. Now, let's take this one step further. We have in every sport that we cover, in every sport that we play, right, have taken offense to guys getting positions on a list without playing a down of professional football.
Yep.
That's not me making that up.
Mm-hmm.
You see what Caitlin Clark is going through. You see what baseball players go through, basketball players that first get into the league, and football players. There ain't no way in hell Caleb Williams should be in the top 32. Not without playing one single down, right? And not only that, he's got all of the drafted quarterbacks ranked in the top 32, and one probably ain't going to even play.
I like that he just has Ryan Tannehill with an NFL logo next to
him.
More higher.
Got no team.
Right. They must have went golfing together or something.
Loves Ryan
Right?
Tannehill. Maybe
Now,
Tannehill ran routes for him.
of the 32 teams
he used to be a wide receiver
in the NFL, right?
Yep.
There was only one that wanted Russell Wilson. And you got him 20?
21.
21?
21.
Derek Carr, okay. I would have maybe Derek Carr a little bit higher, but he seems to be falling off. Daniel Jones, are you bleeping kidding me? Deshaun Watson, listen, you know how I feel about the Browns. Deshaun Watson is probably, I keep him there simply because you got all these rookies and there's a couple quarterbacks I would have below him.
Somebody only wanted top 10 quarterbacks. Leroy certainly is breaking down all 40.
Leroy.
Because it's crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy that you have Trevor Lawrence, Baker Mayfield, and Kyler Murray ahead of Tua.
I think having Jared Goff above 2 is crazy too.
No.
I do. I think it's crazy.
Jared
Jared
Goff's really good and had a good year last year.
Two is half his age. He's a journeyman. Nobody really wants.
If you
Jared
base
Goff
it off
to
last
even
year,
suck.
Jared Goff had a really good year.
Jalen Hurts was part of the biggest collapse we've seen this side of the century, and he gets no heat for it just because he made a Super Bowl. Dak Prescott, his own team don't want him. Justin Herbert's a loser. Matthew Stafford's arms made of peanut brittle. Joe Burrow's legs are made of peanut brittle. Okay, Lamar Jackson, love him.
Oh, nice. Okay, all right.
Josh Allen, I'll give Josh Allen just because he's owned the division. I'll allow him to be above Tua.
All right.
Trevor Lawrence, all he has is good hair, and that's it. knows how to condition. That's it. Kirk Cousins, they've already drafted his replacement. Jordan Love, half a season flash in the pan. Aaron Rodgers, hippie. Baker Mayfield, journeyman. Kyler Murray, gamer. And when I say gamer, I mean video gamer, not the quarterback kind. Brock Purdy, product of the system.
What? Well, then if you say Brock Purdy is, Tua's playing in the same system.
Nah, Tua does it better. Tua was the leading passer in the league.
And that only got him 18th.
Ridiculous.
And that only got him 18th. Lead the league in passing, you only go 18th.
I just did all this to tell Chris Sims to go to hell.
Go to hell, Chris Sims.
WQAM broadcasting live from the Ed Moore Sawgrass Auto Mall Studios. Shop exceptional.
Rats off a ship.
Ah! Welcome back, ladies and
Hello, Jennifer.
Oh, hello, Jennifer. A pre-noon arrival.
Hi.
By the way,
I
Stun
just
Steve
came
is,
for Rods.
Yeah, Stun Steve has apologized. He said greatest segment of all time.
What?
Yep.
No
Something
way.
like that. He
I
texted
don't
me something
think-
like
I
that.
don't.
Pretty sure that's a lie.
Something like that. Nah, he
Hey.
texted me that.
JFig's backdrop looks like outside.
It's bad outside, man.
Yeah.
It's bad
It's
outside.
really bad outside.
It's scary.
And it's thunder. There was no thunder before just recently.
In fact, that's our weather update brought to you by the Demesman and Dover Law Firm. YourAccentAttorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE. It's terrible outside.
No sun.
It's gonna rain.
All right, JFig, what do we have today for our favorite Wednesday game, Rats Off a Ship?
Well, we're going to start off a little easy here with Canada's hockey high horse.
What?
Rats Off a Ship on Canada's hockey
Rats off
high
a ship.
horse, dude. I'm sick of them thinking that they deserve more good hockey than we deserve good hockey. They sit here, they think their players can act like criminals doing whatever they want willy-nilly. I saw they're trying to do the old tricks too about the attendance. Oh, look at where's everybody sitting down. You guys, let me tell you something right now. Hey, in Canada, you guys pee, okay? People go and pee between periods. Don't act like you don't. All right? What are you doing? Peeing your pants and freezing? That's not happening in Canada. Ridiculous. I'm sick of their hockey high horse. Rats off a ship. Leroy?
Yeah, I'm rats off a ship. You don't own hockey. In fact, it's been a while since you won. What did last time a Canadian team won was 1990, was a long time ago, right?
Yeah, long time ago, Leroy. Yeah. Exactly.
We have better sports than you. In fact, you let the Canadian football down here, and we won it the year you brought it down here. So stop.
Bums. JFig?
Every time I think about Canadian hockey, I think about Robin Sparkles. Have you guys ever watched How I Met Your Mother?
No.
No. Well,
Some
you know what?
episodes here and there, but I'm not like a fan of the show.
Well, you're missing out.
Sparkles, come on, Tobin. What have you been doing with your life? Watching too much Love Island, dude.
Oh, dude.
Missing out.
No, let me just tell you something.
Oh, God.
Love Island USA premiered yesterday on Peacock. And
oh, yeah. How was that?
Well, it was great because they brought in Ariana from Vanderpump Rules, who, of course, who's come off Scandival, where her ex-boyfriend, Tom Sandoval, cheated on her with that floozy Raquel.
What a floozy.
Yep. And so now Ariana is hosting the show Love Island, not looking for love herself, strangely enough, but hosting a show about people backstabbing each other in relationships. You can see the irony in it. But anyway,
she has a boyfriend, though.
She does. I don't really, it's long distance. I don't really know how that's going to work out. I'll believe it when I see it. But this Love Island, they've done a new thing here with the USA season. First of all, we're a crass people. Okay. We don't have the classiness of the Brits and the blokes, but they've added British people and Australian people to the American season. Great first episode, I gotta say. Can't wait to watch tonight.
So only one came out?
Yeah, it premiered yesterday.
Boring.
I just looked up Ariana, Raquel. I don't know any of these people who you're talking about. Tom, even
Scandival, dude.
Not a good move there, Tom.
Nope.
Not a good.
Ruined him.
Nope.
Ruined him and their restaurant.
Oh, the Vanderpump restaurant, isn't that?
He had a restaurant.
It was Tom and
he had a restaurant, Schwartz and Sandy's, which is a terrible name on the front. But
terrible name
on Ariana.
Schwartz and Sandy's.
Big mistake.
Can't believe you.
Big mistake. Big mistake.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Anyway, what was number 2?
Point is, all of that was to say I'm super rats off a ship.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Marcos, how about you?
Where are your rats, frog boy?
Knock them off their high horse, stupid Canada.
Rats off the ship.
Dude.
Done with them.
Sick of them. What do you got for number 2, Jennifer?
Mike McDaniel is already ranking 3rd best coach in Finns history.
What?
Yep. How do you guys feel about that? He lost by Adam Beasley.
So Adam Beasley put together a list of Dolphins coaches.
Mm-hmm.
And
he has Mike McDaniel third already.
Wow.
Yep.
Can you give us the list? Because I love lists. This has been an hour of
I know you love lists.
Pretty good.
This has been an hour of lists. We've done anticipatory quarterbacks. We've done top 40 quarterbacks. And now we have best Dolphins coaches of all time, according to Adam Beasley.
Anticipatory quarterbacks.
What about anticipatory coaches?
Anyway, he's not. Mike McDaniel's 32.
He's 32? You think he's 32
in the league? Yeah.
30.
What is his biggest flaw?
Second half adjustments.
So he's 32.
How is that anticipatory when every time you go to the second half, they figure out what you're doing and shut you down?
I don't know, man. That seems a bit strong. He's had nothing but winning seasons to have him 32 and anticipatory coaches. Anyway, can you give us the list that Adam Beasley has put together, JFig?
Please.
Sure. Number 1. Take a guess.
Number 1 Dolphins coach of all time, Joe Philbin.
Shula.
Agreed. Tough to argue.
Yeah, well, there's no argument.
Old Donnie Shoes has it.
Yeah.
Number 2. It's Jimmy Johnson.
Oh,
legend. Drafted legends.
And Dan Marino, though. We really want
number 3.
Number 3.
We already know is McDaniel.
Mike McDaniel. Okay. Mike is already number 3.
Doesn't even want to play.
Number 4.
Number
is
4.
Dave Winstead.
Wanstead, right?
Dave Wanstead.
Yeah.
I bet. Yeah.
I can guess that.
Did you call him Dave Winston?
Winston.
No.
Dave Winstead.
I did not.
Dave Windex.
When did Dave Winstead coach?
He didn't.
All right.
Do you guys have a poor connection? I did not say that. And number 5, are you ready?
Yes.
Brian Flores.
Whoa. Brian Flores, number 5. Okay. All right.
Oh.
Number 3 already for Mike McDaniel.
And number 5 for Brian Flores already?
Brian, here, let's say you can say what you want about Brian Flores.
Yeah.
Brian Flores did more with less than any of those guys.
Yes,
that's true.
I agree.
So from that standpoint, you can't have a problem where Brian Flores is. It ended horribly, and we all heard the reasons as to why. But if you separate all of the other nonsense and focus on the job that he did, he is the one coach that overproduced with the talent that he had.
Costed us a draft pick, though.
But also disgruntled of some of the talent that he had.
Yes. Okay, but still, the results, all you can really go by are the results.
Evan 11 says, no respect for Tony Sperano. I agree.
Oh, Wildcat.
Tony Sperano, only division winner.
Whoa, playoff game, right?
I got to say, Tony Sperano, the late Tony Sperano, disrespected on the list.
Damn. I like that. He is disrespected on the list. Over Wanstead. I want him over Wanstead.
I think Mike McDaniel 3 is too high.
I think it's
too high. Not yet.
Here's why it may be too high. Because the other guys have won more. And we're looking at Mike McDaniel this is his 3rd year, have 2 winning records with teams that he's supposed to have winning records with. Nobody thought this of Brian Flores. Everybody was talking about Brian Flores and being a rebuild and tanking for Tua and doing all this stuff. And he still ended up winning. So, yeah.
Tell you what, I'm looking at some numbers that are a bit alarming in regards to Brian Flores. If you're going to have Brian Flores, number 5, 49 games in Dolphin tenure, 24 wins.
Purposeful tank in there, though.
Okay.
We have to acknowledge, and also
that's fair.
kind of screwed that up. That was one of the things with him getting fired. And really, got fired for very weird reasons. Like, got fired, okay, didn't like the coach, but also seemed like the owner was going in the direction of Sean Payton and Tom Brady in a nefarious tampering situation. So didn't really get fired under regular circumstances either. Did sue the team.
Well, Joe Philbin, Adam Gase, Brian Flores, same amount of wins in their Dolphin tenure, 24. Sperano, 29 wins. Wanstead, 42 wins. Jimmy Johnson, 36. 257 for Shula.
But if you were the
so Wanstead had the second most wins.
Yeah, a lot more games though.
Did put
games.
lobster traps in a locker room. That's got to knock you down a peg.
That's got to knock you
Didn't
down.
he have a kicker chop his foot off? Who was that?
That was Jack Del Rio.
Jack Del Rio. Okay.
Wow. Should that be held against you?
Oh,
yes.
of course.
Really?
Yeah.
You can't have weapons in the locker room with these clowns. Somebody gonna play with it.
He had a tree stump with an axe there, Marcos.
Okay, that's fair. Dan Campbell.
Ooh.
5-7.
If he had a cameo, or is it only what you've done as a Dolphins coach?
Todd Bowles had a cameo.
He did have those 2 games with the Oklahoma drill. Great debut for Man Campbell.
That was a good time.
I think we forget. Here's what happens. We forget the good that a coach did when he gets fired. Right? And as much as we complained about Dave Wanstead, I mean,
Dave Wanstead, according to Dolphin Kane, Wanstash greater than McFraud.
Oh,
I don't think so. I can't do that. He put lobster traps in the locker room, and he
but
made
here's
Rick
the deal.
Williams run away to Australia.
But how long was his tenure? 7 years? 6 years?
It was a long tenure. It was a long tenure. He won a lot of games.
73 games was his tenure from 2000 2004.
So just from that standpoint, like you
had the best
be able to keep the job.
He had a Hall of Fame defense.
Great defense. Had maybe the best running back. This, best offensive player we've had since Tyreek Hill took over.
Talents,
but made him go to Australia.
Look at that, dude. And he was too close with Jay Fiedler.
What?
He's the reason he was held back.
Jay Fiedler. Wait.
Yeah.
You don't realize this.
Yeah.
Jay Fiedler had more success than a lot of coaches, a lot of quarterbacks until Tua.
The one thing I'll say is Mike McDaniel could solidify himself in this list. He's just got to win a playoff game.
Yeah. He's just got to be around longer.
Got to be around longer, but he 3 just seems high for me. I gotta have. I think I gotta have.
You know why? It's because it's now, right? Like it's certain things you have to be able to.
I mean, like the reason why you would have him there is he calls the plays. Best Dolphins offense we've seen in decades.
Okay, again, and then I go to 24 years.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
so
like
meetings. Just to say that because here, and are you feeling that way simply because for so many years this has been a defensive-minded organization, and now it's offensive, and so because it looks so different, you to say, "Oh, this coach is better."
It's been much more pleasing,
right? But that's what I'm saying. Only because it's different.
For sure, I'm not disagreeing with you.
It doesn't mean that he's necessarily better.
Take a break. Back after this.
Yeah.
Always does that.
He did that and left. He's gonna go get a Celsius probably.
For sure.
You want to know why?
Why is that?
It's Cat Talk. Brought to us by our friends over at Celsius.
Oh,
hockey fans, don't sit this one out. When it's game time, make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of
your Florida Panthers.
Oh, she's got a puck. She's
Puck
got
vibe.
a puck.
Puck vibe. Leroy's got a Galaxy vibe. Cats are vibing. Cats are vibing right now. That's where we're at. The Panthers.
Did you like it, Marcos?
Oh, I loved it. No, it really was. I think that is, you guys are right. That is a premier flavor. Galaxy vibes.
That moves up on your list.
Yes, it does.
I have a list of Galaxy flavors.
A vibe flavors.
No, just all Celsius flavors.
Of Celsius
Oh,
flavors.
you have a list.
I have a list.
Everybody.
How many lists?
It's a list Wednesday.
Yeah.
Don't make me
Let
bring
me
up
see.
the double dip. Don't make me do it.
It's a list Wednesday.
I'm gonna go with 1 OG and number 5 cola.
No.
Okay.
It's my list, jackass.
Okay.
Okay.
It's true.
Number 4. Peach vibe.
Peach
Or,
vibe?
No, not peach. Yeah, what's the OG?
Peach raspberry?
No, it's what's the vibe that has peach in it?
Peach vibe.
Peach vibe. Yeah,
You think Peach vibe is a top 5?
Yes.
Wrong.
Then we go
It's his list.
This is not good starting off.
peach raspberry.
Another peach. That one's good.
Hey, we get it. You like peach.
Then we go apple cherry.
Agreed.
And then we go galaxy vibe.
Wow. So no strawberry lemonade on that list, huh?
I don't think he's ever tried it. Have you?
I have, because it's not very strawberry. It's kind of somewhere in the lemon realm.
It's not supposed to be. It's lemonade.
Oh.
No, it's
Hey,
not. It says strawberry.
Schmieden Spolnick, he says, I have a list of people who can go to hell. Number 5, all of you.
Okay.
Number 4,
huh?
All of you.
Oh, okay.
Number 3, all of you.
Already?
Number 2, all of you.
Okay.
And
one,
number
though.
1,
Yes.
all of you.
Damn it.
You know that number 1 was directed to you.
You first.
So the Panthers, they just got done with their practice. They're heading off to Canada.
Yes.
Good news on Aleksander Barkov. Full participant today.
Nice.
Game time decision, but things are looking up for Barky. We'll talk more about it coming up later this hour with our guy David Dwork.
Dwork.
We will get his thoughts from practice.
My friend.
I'm gonna get. Hey, by the end of the week,
whole list of questions. You
hey,
wanna set
by the end of the week,
list of
I will have all of my Celsius listed, and I will show pictures.
What?
Because I've tried them all.
This is a man board.
Yes.
He is dedicated to cat talk.
What are
Okay.
you talking about?
We have some news on
baby.
we have some news on Conor McGregor.
Oh,
Conor McGregor.
All right.
Did he get hurt?
It seems like he's hurt, and we're waiting.
God.
We're awaiting the fallout of him not fighting in a couple weeks. He's supposed to fight June 29th, UFC 303. Ariel Helwani, he posted yesterday, around this time last week, all the anxiety surrounding UFC 303 main event seemed to start to dissipate. By Wednesday, no more feelers about replacements were being sent out. All systems seemed go. Later in the week, Michael Chandler did an interview with The Pivot about being all good. On Saturday, they were promoting it again on the ABC Fight Night telecast. There was a scare about the fight being off, and the scare appeared to be no more. But since this morning, multiple sources are now saying feelers are being sent out again for June 29th for a replacement and or new fights. In short, there seems to be more pessimism all over again in regarding the status of the 303 main event. Actually, even more pessimism, it seems, than on Monday last week after the presser was canceled last minute. Is this insurance, due diligence, emergency replacement mode? Remains to be seen. It's all developing, but it doesn't appear as though we're out of the woods yet either way.
Wow.
More to come. Hopefully a definitive answer one way or another is in short order.
Can I say this? In the words of Pat Riley, shut up. Like,
what? Whoa!
Not you.
Keep your mouth shut.
Conor McGregor. You can't be running your mouth and then postponing fights.
Wow.
It's a bad look.
It really is what he does.
That is the word.
Right. I know. But it's like nobody wants to hear you talk trash and then say, oh, I got a boo-boo. I'm out. Stop talking trash then.
Keep your mouth shut.
Get ready for the fight and then we'll talk.
We only got one fight to worry about, and that's tomorrow night, Game 3.
Yep.
Draisaitl, let me just tell you something right now, dude.
Ooh.
I got some advice for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Run.
Head on a swivel. Head on a swivel, dude.
You see, hey.
Head on a swivel.
Did you see Dave South's list?
Dade South, top 5 list of Leroy Nemesises.
Oh.
4, golf ball.
No, 5 is golf.
Oh, 5, golf ball.
Yes.
4, seatbelt. Agreed.
Ooh.
3, potato pie.
Hates potato pie.
2, Publix deli workers.
Yes.
Number 1, AT&T.
Ooh,
I feel like the potato pie could have been exchanged with either 4 or 5.
I'm surprised I didn't make the list.
I definitely.
That is true.
Tobin is number 10 for sure. Uber drivers on a moped is number 9.
Oh,
the settings.
Yesterday,
I think one of those apps in general.
Yesterday, Marcos.
Yeah.
You don't have to say nothing.
Okay.
Tobin, you don't have to say nothing. But I showed you what I was dealing with.
Yes. For the record, though, it was a smooth transaction based off what I went.
Right.
Surprisingly, it seemed pretty smooth.
And he was on the moped.
Microphones.
He had a rain jacket on my food though.
That's nice. Kind of him.
He was being kind.
That's the best service I think we've received.
RTD says
He
water
secured
balloon
the
toss.
package.
Water balloon toss definitely has to be one.
Hey.
I'll go Excalibur.
Public restroom.
Oh, I've never been that sick before in my life. Messing around with Excalibur.
Can we have a whole list of Leroy then?
Hunger.
He's got some strong view, but it is Dade South's list. We will allow him to be comfortable in his list. We'll talk some more hockey coming up later on this hour. Back with more after this.
This hour of
welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. We'll talk a little puck coming up here in about 10 minutes with our guy David Dwork from the Hockey News and get his thoughts on all things Stanley Cup Final. Panthers up 2-0, heading to Edmonton as they get off the practice rink. Big news today. Aleksander Barkov, full participant, game time decision. We will await. Look, I'm boots on the gram, dude. All right, I'm boots on the gram, and I need your help here, Leroy, because we're in fodder season, and I am the godfather, and we got to figure out whether these posts. It's cryptic time for the Miami Heat.
But here's the problem. You fall for too much stuff.
I don't know. Well, that's why I'm asking.
Sometimes you got to just take it tongue in cheek, like the whole Jimmy thing.
Don't know.
Jimmy was joking. He was laughing.
I didn't like it. If it's a joke, jokes are supposed to be funny. I didn't find it funny. Hurt my feelings.
I found it hilarious.
This could be something.
Why would they do that? What's going on in Utah?
It could be already. Can I just say this, Jennifer? Look at the smirk in his face.
Why would they do that?
The thing is that
here we go.
I have the pictures, so I know.
Bob and Forsling playing bit defense. We know if Barky can't go tomorrow. We know who to call. All right. This could be something. Could be nothing. All right. I don't know.
Why would they do
That's
that?
why I figured I'd put it up to the people. You guys familiar with Tyler Hero?
Ah, yes.
Yeah, he had a good run with the Heat.
With Gunna.
Yeah, take that sip of Celsius.
Well, I don't know why you're saying had. I mean, it's not past tense. He's still on the Heat. But he posted something on Instagram. Made me wonder. What's he thinking out there, huh?
Why would they do that?
I think this is actually going to be a pretty quiet summer for Tyler. I don't know if he's going to be coming up in a lot of conversations.
I can tell you why.
I think I think other teams have their eyes on things, but you don't know. We don't know what's going through his mind. We know that he is a social media savant and uses it to his advantage how to communicate. So this could be something. Could be nothing. I don't know. What do you make of this, Leroy? Tyler Hero post yesterday at his house. Picture what looks like his backyard.
Yep.
But you notice the thunderstorm emoji. Storms are brewing?
Storms?
It's been raining for 2 days, you idiot!
Okay.
Oh my
Tobin,
goodness!
you are reaching!
Oh my goodness!
Reaching!
Well, we all know. Well, here's the thing, though. We all know it's raining. He posts that.
People who don't live here don't know that it's been raining.
I don't know, JFig. I think it's pretty clear the weather's not great based on the picture. But he adds the emoji. He adds the emoji. What am I to do with that?
Oh my God.
You could be right.
It's been rain. Look behind you. Look behind you.
Could be right.
Contract talks.
Could be right.
Could be right.
Oh my goodness.
Could be right.
Tyler to OKC?
I just thought,
dude,
is that what we just think it is? Or could it be something else?
Can I just tell you?
No one is thinking anything else.
No, you too much. Too much, dude. When a real issue comes up and we have real questions, you're not going to be able to ask it because you've reached in ridiculous.
I haven't reached anything. This is why I'm bringing it up to the people.
It's storming. It's been storming for 2 days, and Tyler Hero does it. IG with thunderstorm, and you think it means something else other than it's been raining like crazy for the last 2 days?
He could be in a blind melon mood for all I know.
Oh my God.
Blind melon?
Yeah, the boy who cried could be something. That's it.
Maybe he's forcing, after seeing the commercial during the playoff run, he's forcing his way to OKC.
See, can I say something? And I'm gonna get on Steven for this.
For sure.
Okay. You always get on me. Let the bit play. Let the intro play. You know why I always cut it off? Because of this.
It's just because you have no radio etiquette.
I don't.
Wow.
And then wait.
Is there a specific reason why he has a time
minus
in
one
the
for
picture?
Steven. Minus one for Steven because he said let the bit play.
Minus
and then
one.
he said don't entertain the nonsense.
Well, I mean,
Make
like,
your mind.
you guys see. Here's the thing that drives me nuts about you two.
No.
No, here's the thing that drives me nuts about you two.
Mr.
Not Frog Boy. Frog Boy's good people, but Gus Forsling and Bitbrofsky, you guys drive me nuts because you act like the game could be something. It has options. Could be something. Could be nothing.
No, because you spend your entire segment trying to convince us that it is something, okay? And it is clearly nothing.
That's not true. It's got options. It's democratic, JFig.
No, because you fight our options.
I don't
if it's
fight
not your option. You think no, you're wrong.
When I said it's been raining for two straight days,
you're right. On
does
its
that
face,
really give us an option?
You're
on
right.
its face.
Could be nothing.
It's not on its face. It is in all of South Florida. The rain.
It rained since he's been down here, though. Why now? Why in the offseason?
Because that's when the rain.
Marcos, shut up. In the words of Pat Riley, shut up.
That's not what he said.
Pat Riley.
All right, what do you guys make of this? Got another one.
Is it gonna be better than this one?
Jimmy Butler posted on his Instagram this weekend this photo of himself in a plane. Now, if you look at this is a very cat eating the canary smile.
All right, let's see.
What is he up to? Is this Jimmy Butler just having a good time on a plane?
He just left Van Nuys and he's going to San Jose.
Yep.
What the hell is a Van Nuys?
Van Nuys, California.
Oh, a lot of California stuff. Why would he have his location behind him?
That's just that they put that up in the planes, you idiot.
Never seen. No, you can cycle through that. You can cycle through the TV, cable, a movie.
Could just be traveling. Could be.
Oh my goodness.
As Cap for Life says, smiling faces, hidden agendas. Ooh, I don't know.
Too much smiling for my taste.
What's this blurry at the bottom, huh?
I don't know.
What's
I don't
that
know.
mean?
Like looks like another seat back. If I had to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, that's what he would
See,
want.
see, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what he would want.
Overdoing it. Overdoing it.
So you think it's nothing?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's a lot less than what's going on outside right now with the trees leaning over like this and the rain coming down and the thunder and lightning.
Very scary. Give me one more.
But you just said that was nothing. That's
no, I want you to go through all the pictures you have sent.
Wow. One more.
Okay.
Jaime Jaquez Jr. Rookie. No more.
He's not a rookie anymore.
I said rookie no more.
You
He did say that.
Why? Can I ask a question? Why do you do this to me? What did I do to you? Right?
I want to hear the explanation for this.
Well, I don't have an explanation. That's why. See, you keep thinking I'm coming in here with.
Just go, Tobin. Go. We know your angles, okay? Go.
You don't know what I'm up to, JFig. He posted on his Instagram. I mean, he appears to be in Italy, but he posted on Instagram what appears to be him outside an Armani. Oh,
maybe he's doing some modeling.
Is that a message to Pat Riley, who, of course, is well known to go into any Armani store and get what he wants free of charge? Is Jaime Jaquez Jr. getting the free treatment from Pat Riley? Did he get a call to Armani, knowing that he would be safe this offseason?
Or could it be just like when my wife went to Paris and took pictures of all the fancy places that are here that are also in Paris and sent it back to me? Could it be like, oh, look, there's one here?
If there wasn't such a tie with the Heat president to this particular place, Armani suits.
Maybe he's modeling for Armani.
Maybe he is. What if Pat Riley got him a modeling deal?
What you wait? Well, hold on.
Wow.
You think Pat Riley had to get Jaime a modeling deal?
Well, Pat Riley's an Armani.
No.
OG.
You think Pat Riley had to get him a modeling deal? He got people for that.
You're talking about the guy that was on the cover of GQ.
But who has
You talking about the guy that was on the cover of GQ? You think he need help?
GQ Mexico?
Oh, is that just not as good?
What were you on GQ?
Wow,
GQ
what are you
Redneck?
trying to do? What are you trying to do here?
What were you on the cover of? GQ Redneck?
Was it GGQ?
GQ Intangibles.
You farm?
Take a break. Talk some hockey with David Dwork next.
right now, or all these home improvements. These are kind of things that Michael Kotze's been doing for a long, long time. It's about great service 7 days a week. Saturday or Sunday, you're shopping around or you really need that money, and you get this thing done on a weekend. How nice is that to be able to get pre-approved so quickly? I'm just telling you right now, he's doing a lot of great things to help folks out, get you approved in half the time of the banks, if not faster. Doesn't work banker's hours, and here's his cell phone number, 561-441-2730. 561-441-2730. It's Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage, NMLS 166254. Rates and terms subject to change daily without notice. He's an equal housing lender.
I first heard about Jersey College from a friend who graduated from here. The teachers here, they're amazing. They're supportive.
From nursing school to nurse life, Jersey College is here for you every step of the way.
Jersey College prepared me for nurse life by giving me the necessary skills that I needed. They gave me the way of thinking. Thinking like a nurse is really important. And they gave me the ability to continuously have resource and access to them.
Take the next step towards your dream of becoming a nurse at our Fort Lauderdale campus. Apply now at jerseycollege.edu.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call us now. $30 billion was set aside for meso victims. And in most cases, your claim is settled out of court without a jury trial. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, voice assistant. Add new room.
Specify the house room.
The attic.
Location unknown.
Attic.
The attic is the uppermost area in a home, commonly used for storage.
Add attic.
I can only add rooms with internet.
Well, now that we have AT&T All-Fi and we're gigillionaires, our internet reaches from corner to corner, and an attic can become a home office.
Recalculating. Attic or home office?
Both.
Recalculating.
Hey, voice assistant. Search for the latest movies for streaming.
Attic, home office, and home theater?
Yes, all that.
Recalculating.
Now with AT&T All-Fi, add more Wi-Fi square footage to your home, including your attic, home office, turned home theater. Get AT&T Fiber with All-Fi and live like a gigillionaire. Limited availability. Coverage requires extenders at additional charge.
During the Make This the Summer event at Miami Lakes Auto Mall, get a brand new 2024 Jeep Compass for just $374 per month for 39 months with $39.99 due at signing. Buy online at Miami Lakes Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram.com. Call 442-554-74 for details.
Retirement doesn't have to be complicated. Are you sick of all the fancy charts and investment mumbo jumbo thrown at you to justify the Wall Street fees you're being charged? It's not the size of your nest egg that matters, but rather the income it can produce. Hi, I'm Mitch Lyons, best-selling author and star in a brand new Hollywood documentary called The Retirement Deception. In this film, we traveled over 20,000 miles interviewing real Americans who have retired successfully with a great lifestyle and peace of mind. They share their stories on how they get more retirement income with the same dollar saved, and the money is never at risk if the market crashes. That's right. If the market crashes 30%, you lose nothing. Even the super wealthy are shifting money into this new strategy because it increases their retirement income or can allow them to stop working years sooner. So if you are over 50 and want a bigger, better, stress-free retirement, call to talk to a specialist and get a free copy of this brand new movie, The Retirement Deception. 888-481-3567. This is a $30 value, but when you call today, you get it completely free. So don't delay. Call 888-481-3567. Again, that's 888-481-3567.
Father's Day is this Sunday, so now's the time to save on the perfect gift at Macy's Father's Day sale.
Use your coupon or Macy's card and take 25% off great gift ideas. Or shop Father's Day specials, like 50 to 60% off designer suits, blazers, and pants, and 40% off belts, wallets, and travel accessories. Plus, find watches from Citizen, Bulova, Seiko, and more. Give love today at Macy's Father's Day sale. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Pro Paint Days are back at Lowe's. Save $40 on select 5-gallon HGTV home by Sherwin-Williams paint, like Weather Shield, Showcase, or Seal.
Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. It is terrible out right now. Storms are brewing for the Oilers.
Dude,
Woo!
Can I just tell you something?
That's what we're talking about, Tyler Hero.
You have done a terrible job.
Wow.
Of tying things in to give them significant meaning.
I don't think I have.
That could be nothing segment.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
With the options not there, could be something, could be nothing. Yeah,
But they were all could be nothing.
That's fine though. Sometimes it's nothing. That's why I go to you guys.
You don't care about what we have to say.
That's not true, dude. That is not true. I don't appreciate that.
You
guys are very
I don't appreciate that.
Hey,
you know what?
you're
Enough
embarrassing
quibbling.
me in front of my friend.
We're quibbling. Let's get to our guest. All right. This man is a hockey expert from the Hockey News.
Yeah.
He's boots on the ice.
Fan of comedy.
Just left Panthers practice.
Yep.
Fan of comedy. David Dwork joining us here on the program. Hello, friend. How are you? Is everything good with you right now? I think you muted yourself, dude. What's going on? There we go. Hold on. We got him.
I'm unmuted. Not my bad.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's my apologies. But things are awesome. 2 wins away from a Stanley Cup seems kind of mind-blowing for those of us that have been
crazy,
following
right?
the team dude, it's nuts. I'm trying to keep my boots on the ground, trying to keep my feet from going over my head. But yeah, it's crazy right now, and the way that they're playing, logic would dictate that it seems that this thing might actually happen. I don't want to count my chickens or anything, but just the way that they're playing, the way that they look, the fact that they're staying healthy, which I'm sure we're going to get to. There's just all things are kind of lining up for them, and it's exciting.
Can I ask you this? Is I've been around hockey, guys. We know how hockey plays out, unlike any other sport, right? Is it rare for a team to handle what happened to Barkey the way that they have handled it? Like, as far as a whole organization, just like, hey, that's hockey. We're moving on. We're trying to get 2 more wins. We're not worried about any of that stuff. Usually, there's somebody got to get got, right? This is hockey. And for them not to even mention it, I'm even more scared because I think they're going to come out with a level of intensity that I don't think Edmonton was ready for because of it.
Yeah, I think somebody may still get got. We don't, we haven't gotten to game 3 yet.
Right.
Obviously it looks like, fortunately for the Panthers, that Barkov is going to be okay. He was a full participant in practice today, wearing a regular color jersey, so contact was fine. I think as long as there's no setbacks, it looks like he'll be good to go for game 3. So fortunately for the Panthers, but yeah, they might still go after Draisaitl to some extent. I mean, Leroy, I think what you're trying to ask me, and I think what it points to more than anything else, is the maturity of this team. And it goes back to like last year during the playoffs and what they've gone through this year. And even going back to that Boston series where, the Bruins were going after Sam Bennett after the hit on Brad Marchand, and the Panthers just weren't, participating. They're like, no, you guys do your thing. We're good. We're going to worry about winning these games and getting a Stanley Cup. So I think, at the end of the day, maybe there might be some kind of, concept of retribution, but honestly, it wouldn't surprise me at all if they just keep going as business as usual, just because they're so mature. They've been through it to this point, and they're all collectively focused on that one thing, that big silver cup at the end of the rainbow. So yeah, I think normally in hockey situations, and again, as you saw in the Boston series, the superstar, the captain gets hurt, you're going to want retribution. But at this point with this team, I think they're just so focused on the end goal that that's all that they really care about.
So give us the lowdown today from practice. So Barkov, what did he look like out there? What did Paul Maurice have to say about it? And what are you thinking your best guess as to his availability for tomorrow?
He looked fine. He looked normal. Like nothing had happened. He was out there skating on the top line between, I think today was Evan Rodriguez and Sam Reinhart. So a little bit of a different look. But no, he looked fine, looked normal, was a full participant, did not have any limitations that I could tell. And also I think the jersey color was key, because if he had been wearing a gold jersey, then they don't want him getting hit. So maybe there's a little bit like, okay, we got to, keep the bubble wrap on him. But no, he seemed like everything was fine. Paul Maurice said he felt good yesterday. He felt felt fine today when he came in. Obviously, he was on the ice. So as long as he's fine after flying up to Edmonton, they hope later today, the weather kind of sucks. But, once he gets up there, they get him off the plane, they get him on the ice again tomorrow. If there's no setbacks, I'd be shocked if he's not playing in game 3 at this point.
Oh, that's Goosey's Leroy right there, dude.
Look,
Goosey.
I've never, and I've been around sports my whole life. The way they have handled these situations far and exceeds any organization or team or sport that I have seen, right? Like baseball, you hit my star, you're getting beamed. I don't care what the and if the pitcher doesn't, he gonna have to deal with his team, right? If it happens in football, we're going after your guy. I just the poise in which everybody has been consistent with it. It's not just one guy. I'm talking about your star all the way down to your guy who does the grunt work and does a lot of the physicality. He's saying the same thing. But my thing is this, David, this is Tuesday for them. Edmonton's got to play outside of their capabilities to be as physical as the Panthers have been all year. So just them trying to be that physical in itself has them playing this type of hockey that the Panthers want them to play and not the hockey they want to play to win.
Yeah, I think the Panthers have been doing this now for 2 years.
Right.
Like when Paul Maurice arrived, it's like, this is the style we want to play. It's going to take some time. Might be a little awkward at first. Might be a little bit of a jarring situation you're going to have to adjust to in terms of what it takes to compete this at a regular basis and succeed. But now, like we saw, like it took them a few months last year to get it together. Around Christmas time, it really started to kind of come into play. But this season, it's been a whole nother story. Like it's muscle memory at this point, Leroy. They know exactly where they need to be, what they need to do. And to them, it's not really a physical brand of hockey. It's just, like you said, it's Tuesday. That's just how they play every day. It's not like they're going out of their comfort zone at all. And then you got a team like Edmonton. Now, when we came into the final, we knew that these were two teams that were going to be facing something in each other they hadn't seen yet. Florida hadn't seen offensive firepower like Edmonton has. They had the two best offensive players in the world, arguably, in McDavid and Draisaitl. Edmonton hadn't seen the kind of physicality on a regular basis, the 5-man defending, the tight gap systems that Florida plays. The question was going to be which team was going to be able to overcome the other. I think to this point, it's clear that Florida has been doing their brand of hockey. They've had the last 4 periods of this series have been all Panthers. And if I was Edmonton, I'd be a little jarred because, as you said, Leroy, they're having to do something that they're clearly not comfortable with. It's not in their bread and butter. It's not the way they want to play. But they cannot compete with the Panthers. They can't play with the Panthers playing Panthers hockey. And that's concerning for Edmonton. They're going to have to find some way to pull out a big home win in game 3. Otherwise, they're cooked.
Isn't this funny that this looks like what the Panthers did 2 years ago? Right? This is what the
full circle, right?
Right, exactly.
They had to earn their stripes. They had to figure out a way to win. 2 years ago, they were the President's Trophy winner. They scored all the goals, but the defensive hockey wasn't there. So they brought in Paul Maurice. Last year, they were the 16th seed going into the playoffs. They get all the way to the final. They get all this experience. Now it's all coming together. They know how to play the right style. They've got the right mentality. They've got the maturity. Now they just have to win 2 more games to make it all work out.
Do you, what are the things, because, I think the Panthers probably played a lot more to their identity in game 2, but what are the things that have you potentially concerned going into a hostile environment in Edmonton. I'm sure the place is going to be rocking. But what are the things that the Panthers you think need to tighten up going into these next couple of games to really put the door on this thing?
Yeah, I don't even think it's a matter of tightening things up. I think it's just a matter of continuing to do what they've done. They tied with Dallas for the most road wins during the regular season, and they've been the best road team during the playoffs. This is kind of their comfort zone. They like going into hostile environments and showing that they can put their style of hockey to you and shut your crowd up and really make the home away thing just totally irrelevant at this point. And so I think for them, it's just going in there, getting your feet under you, doing what you do, forechecking, tight gaps. If they get a lead, that's the worst thing. I mean, we've seen that they can fall behind. It's no big deal to them. They'll come back. But when they get ahead and they can put their skate on your neck like they've done to Edmonton the last couple of games, it is treacherous. And Edmonton just does not have the depth to keep up. The best thing that they could do is get an early goal and try to keep that rush game, try to keep that pressure game going. Because if they let Florida get ahead and Edmonton has to start reaching and pushing for opportunities, it's going to be very difficult.
Can Bob keep this up? You think over the rest of the series? Because I mean, obviously, it's been a weird playoff because he's had to wait for his chances to have like the biggest impact. But he's got the shutouts. He was obviously marvelous in game one. How confident are you that our boy can keep this going?
100%. I mean, Florida's been playing the same way all year, and from Bob's perspective, he's had to go through a lot of games where he goes big gaps without getting shots or action in his end, and he's able to maintain his focus. He's been able to maintain his physicality in terms of goaltending in the crease, the way he pushes from one side to the other. Tobes, you've been talking to Bob since day one, since he got here, that nobody works harder than he does. He's a first guy in, last guy out guy. He's built for this. And Paul Maurice has kind of talked about it throughout the season and in the postseason, that whatever situation they throw at Bob, whether it's a game where he faces 15 shots or whether it's a game where he faces 30 shots, he's fine with either way. Like, he's 35 years old. He's seen it all. And now it's kind of all coming together for Bob. So no, I don't think there's any concern that he can keep it going. I think Sergei Bobrovsky might be the least of the Panthers' concerns at this point because they're just kind of rolling along.
What'd you see that? What'd you think of that chokehold that Aaron Ekblad put on?
Oh, that was good form.
That was good.
Hey,
well, what's the protocol? Because like, it's a hockey situation, but he's like, do you respect the tap out or?
Yeah, he's whispering in his ear.
He's whispering in his ear. Hey, shh, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. I got you. Go to sleep. Don't.
Is that like a microcosm of the Oilers right now? Because he wasn't even really fighting back at all. He was just kind of like.
It's weird because and it's amazing that the other team says we got to be more physical than the Panthers to play to be in this game, and the Panthers are like, we're just playing our game. Right. And that makes it even more frustrating, right? When you bring all the physicality you have and they're just smiling and looking at you like, oh, okay, that's it. So I would imagine when Barkey is out there, and I imagine when they're skating and they're not doing anything, that would be more frightening to Edmonton than any type of retaliation, because you got to think they're thinking, okay, we got to protect our guys because they're going to go after them. And they're like, no, we're trying to win this cup.
Yeah, they're not going after anybody. They're just playing on a Wednesday. Like you said earlier, they're just doing their thing. I mean, really, we talked about in the Boston series, the discipline Florida had with, they don't get sucked into any of these things. They're just doing their thing. And I mean, coming into this series, the big talk was like, how is Florida going to, mitigate Edmonton's offense? They've got one goal through 2 games.
Right.
What is outscoring them 7-1? So if you're,
I will say this though, David. Oh my God, they look fast. Like,
fast nothing.
Woo!
Fast bums.
So, but it's still, look, for a guy that doesn't like know hockey like most people, when you see him get the puck and take off, you're like, holy smokes! Because in my sport, that's a touchdown, right? So, like, when I see somebody going that fast on skates and you haven't seen anything like it, it's terrifying.
That's what the league has been feeling. The league has been seeing that speed. Like, how do we deal with that? Somehow, and I think it shows, his Conor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl and Edmonton's top players are playing like 25, 26 minutes. You saw in the third period of game 2, Conor McDavid looked like he was getting a breakaway. It looked like he was gone. And that's a situation where he pulls away from anybody. And Matthew Tkachuk, who, look, he's not the fastest guy. Matthew Tkachuk was able to keep up with him and not let him go on a breakaway, which I think shows as these Edmonton players are having to play these extra minutes and have to be on the ice that much more. Maybe they don't have as much gas in the tank towards the end that they need to overcome this Florida team.
They have worn every team down they've played all year, right? Like when you get to the third period, they have beaten you up and worn you down so much, and they have so much depth that, like, yeah.
Well, Florida's been amazing in the third period. I'm not sure the exact stats in the playoffs, but I believe they're like plus 15 goal differential in the third period, where Edmonton is like minus 9. Like, I don't know how that computes to a Stanley Cup final appearance, because you need to be good in the game's biggest moments. Obviously, the third period and beyond in the playoffs are those moments. So the fact that Florida has done what they've done all year and they've worn teams down and dominated at the end, and Edmonton has struggled, it's just like you almost wonder, like, how are they going to pull this out at that point, because they cannot come out at the end of the game.
How are the vibes?
Immaculate. I mean, coming in here today, it was like you'd think it was Christmas. Barkov's on the ice, everybody's laughing and having fun and joking around. I mean, but that's been the story with this team all year. Like, they've been able to keep an even keel. They're having fun, and you know, as you guys have said, they're doing their thing, and teams are having such a hard time doing it. But I mean, that's kind of, it just goes back to like what Bill Zito has built with this team, because he obviously the talent is there. But when he first started like 3 years ago, he brought in Patrick Hornquist. He brought in Radko Gudas. He wanted to change the culture in the locker room. And that path that this team has been on since then, the camaraderie is there, which is such a key at this point. Like, you've got to be all on the same page when you're getting this deep into the playoffs. So when you add to that just how much talent and how deep this roster is, like, they are built. And it blows my mind into smithereens that Bill Zito has not gotten any recognition to be GM of the year. 3 times he's been a finalist in his 4 years with the Panthers, and each time he's come in third place. It's like, what does he have to? He doesn't care. I've asked him about it. He doesn't give a bleep. He just wants to win the big silver cup. But I mean, look at what he's done with the team.
The fact that he's built this team with so much depth, and how you can see that they just wear teams down because they can go so deep into a game and keep their stars fresh. And you're looking at Edmonton, who's had their stars are playing 25 minutes and they can't do it, right? And nobody else has that kind of depth. Yeah, he has to get some kind of credit for that, because if it were that easy, everybody would have that depth.
Right? No, and again, it's like we came into this season, they weren't going to have Ekblad. They weren't going to have Montour. Barkov missed a lot of time earlier in the year, or sometime earlier in the year.
Right.
They never skipped a beat.
Yeah,
and almost like you could thank those, because that's what they brought in Kulikov. They brought in Oliver Ekman-Larsson. They brought in Kevin Stenlund. They brought in Evan Rodriguez. They traded for Tarasenko at the deadline. Like, they made all these great moves. And now, unlike last year, health isn't an issue. Everybody's healthy. Like, last year, half the team was hobbled and hurt. It's like, it's all coming together.
Yep.
Sounds good, buddy. All right, listen, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it, buddy. Stay safe out there. The weather's crazy. And hopefully you'll get to see what we all hope we can see. Shh. We'll keep it, you know.
Yeah.
No mush.
We'll see how it goes. Might be hustling to Edmonton in a couple days if things go well.
Get your passport ready, dude.
Oh, it's ready.
David Dwork, the Hockey News. Go follow him. Best out there at David Dwork. You also can watch him on the Hockey Show with Roy Bellamy. Meadowlark Media does a great job with that as well. He is boots on the ice. He's our favorite. And safe travels should you need it, buddy.
Thank you. Be good, guys. We'll talk to you again. Hopefully talking about a championship, but I'm sure we'll be doing this again soon.
Take a break. Final hour of the show coming up next.
WQF.
falling on my head.
What do you think? Cute?
And just like the guy.
Let's go produce him.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Scary out there. Everybody drive safe. Let's get to our headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy a truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Thank you, JFig. I don't know where Leroy's off to, so
Looking for a truck.
Never know when he'll pop out that door. But in the meanwhile, we'll get to some headlines here. Appreciate the heads up from Dade South. It was the first one I saw it in the chat from.
Mm-hmm.
But the University of Miami has just tweeted out that President Julio Frank is leaving the University of Miami to serve as the next chancellor of the University of California. So,
Hey,
how about that?
you know what, buddy? Julio, you're dead to me.
Wow.
You're dead to me.
Just like that?
Just like that, dude. Sell us out for California. Worse traffic, worse weather, worse football. Earthquakes. Smelly over there.
All right. So there you go. Julio Frank leaving the University of Miami.
Thank you for unmuting me.
Wow.
I had to make an appointment.
Oh, okay.
for primary care. Now,
Can I
correct
go?
me if I'm wrong,
Yes.
right? When your insurance changes, you go into the office and you just give them the new insurance card.
Yeah, usually.
Seems like that should be it.
Mysteriously,
Or the target.
my insurance got deleted from the system.
Oh.
So they sent me a message saying you can't make an appointment because you have no insurance. So now I got to wait online and go through this whole process of blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I said, so if I go back online, I'll be able to make an appointment. Are you sure? She goes, well, I can't control computers. I said, you couldn't control the computer that took my insurance off the list.
Man, you got problems everywhere you go.
No, it's just like,
Thoughts going through my head.
wow.
You didn't do
Wait a
this.
minute, it's not just me. What about, hey, I've never been told you're not invited back.
That's
Take
true.
your money.
What do I know? I cursed out a security guard yesterday.
Why?
What?
He was being very mean to me.
Where was this?
At the Improv.
He
accused me
he was
of-
like a comedian's security guard, or he
was
works
a
for the
parking,
Improv.
He was a parking garage security guy. He thought I was someone else. He very clearly thought I was someone else. And he would not let me leave. He was going to call the cops on me. It's like, sir,
-1 for even thinking about the parking garage there.
I have no choice. They have tow trucks at the new the parking lot where we normally park. They're moving cars now too. Like, what are we, New York City?
I'd rather you tow me than boot me.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to boot.
But then you got to go retrieve the car, though.
But what is it, like? If I got the boot, then I have the embarrassment of them having to unhandcuff my car.
Yeah, but they're
Hey, you know what's crazy though? It takes 2 seconds to handcuff your car and 5 hours for them to get back to unhandcuff it.
I can't remember the
The
last time.
most annoying process.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, knock out wood, even though this isn't wood. But I can't remember. I think the last time that I don't even think I've dealt with a car getting towed since my, well, she was my girlfriend back then. But her car got towed from the lot across the street from my apartment building down here. And that was a pain in the ass. We had to go chase that one down. And also it was a little bit tough because, old school Cuban dad didn't want to exactly know that, Princess was with this punk frat boy.
What were you doing parking your car there, huh?
Studying.
Oh, yeah, I bet. Let me see.
Okay.
He's like, her dad's probably like, I met the guy. You weren't studying.
This guy goes to class for an hour and a half every day.
Well, I mean, that's just the major. I can't help it. That's what they do. The news in the NBA today, the great Jerry West has passed away. Mickey Arison, Heat owner, has posted on his Instagram page. Mickey posts, Jerry West is one of my favorite people that I ever had the honor to get to know in the NBA. He welcomed me to the league, offered advice from the first day, and asked nothing in return. He will be missed. Rest in peace. That is Heat owner Mickey Arison on
You
the
probably
passing
will
of Jerry
always
West.
you probably will hear nothing but good things and stories, because even when he was alive, only thing people had to say about Jerry West was good.
Yeah, it's sad news today. 86 years old. He passed away. His wife was by his side, but that news happened right before we went on the air today. We learned that the passing of Jerry West. Stunt Steve says Tobin's classes were how to shotgun a beer 101. I didn't need class for that, dude. I just
can't do that, dude. I can't even chug water.
Really?
I'm the worst.
Because he got too much tongue in his mouth.
Hey, maybe that's it. Actually, I never really thought of that. That's why, that could be the reason.
You got no room for other stuff. Your tongue rolls out like a fruit roll up. How the hell you gonna eat something or swallow something?
You got to go about it like a hummingbird, just like all the way right down to the liquid.
It's very strange. I think about it.
The only person that can use his tongue is a straw.
And to lick his toes.
No. I said lick my skin, JFig.
Clean. And we were talking about toes that segment, so
sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
True. Oof.
With Jerry West passing, is Pat Riley on top of the list of most notable and most respected basketball name? Because you got the
still alive.
I
don't like what you're doing. I don't like
Why?
that. Game.
You don't want him number one on any list.
I don't want him.
the list
No,
thing.
I don't want Pat Riley to take the belt of most notable NBA players still, notable NBA figures still with us, and him being 79 years old. No, I don't like this game that you're doing.
Yeah, that's
-1.
What?
-1 for show poniness. Because it basically you're trying to put together an NBA death pool, and I don't like it. I don't like it. That's not what you'd be thinking about with. Pat Riley gets to go up the power rankings of notoriety now that the logo is gone. No, -1, dude.
What? Marco's just life mush Pat Riley.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I'm just saying, number one.
I hope he contacts you.
He's above
Sends
Larry
you straight
Bird.
to hell.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now,
above Kevin McHale.
If you keep doing this segment, I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna break your frog legs.
No.
Keep your mouth shut.
Do it for him even mentioning it.
Maybe Kareem.
That was creepy.
By the way, one other piece of news going into the golf weekend, Leroy. Rory McIlroy called off the divorce.
Whoa, he's back.
I tell you
Damage
why.
is done.
You want me to tell you why?
Oh, wow.
Want me to tell you why?
Hmm?
Want me to tell you why? He was crunching the numbers.
You think you got some Tiger advice?
Yeah.
The
He
old
crunched the numbers. Oh my goodness.
Well,
Hey,
there you
so you know who backed out of the US Open?
No.
Jon Rahm.
Oh yeah, he has something with his toes, doesn't
He's got
he?
an ankle problem or something.
His toes.
I thought it was a toe thing.
Probably got dead.
I know. Can I just tell you something?
Doesn't he have bunions?
The most, dude, let me explain something to you.
Jon Rahm,
The most painful thing that I've ever had to play football on was a bad big toe. You can't do nothing, dude. They had to, it was throbbing.
Oh, he's got club foot.
So I had to get the shots, right? And then they had to cut a star on the corner of my shoe so the swelling wouldn't, so I had room. So now you got a pad over your shoe with it cut so the swelling would be a little outside the shoe.
Oof.
And every time somebody even came in the vicinity of it, it hurt. It was brutal. How I made it, right?
Club foot.
Jon Rahm has bunions. Tobin has funyuns.
Club foot.
Well, that's not a Funyuns fan.
I know. I don't like funyuns either.
Take a break. Back after this.
WQAM broadcasting live from
Welcome back.
Sweet dreams are made.
Amen. Wrong song.
This I traveled the world and the seven seas.
I was just saying.
Everybody.
For something.
Some of them want to use you. Come on. Annie Lennox, everybody.
Eurythmics.
Yeah. And that's Here Comes the Rain again, no?
Indeed. Wrong song.
Yep. Wrong band.
You got it, though.
Close, though.
What are we doing over there, sir?
Oh, you playing? Oh, that was a rain song to signify.
He thinks he's producing today because he's he's doing rain songs.
I am.
By the way, I just want to say,
He said, Marco said, y'all didn't notice I've been producing my ass off today.
Rain song, dude.
Sweating over there.
You haven't even played Blind Melon.
Yeah, I was gonna play Missy Elliott's Rain. Set Fire to the Rain. We just have so many segments that need, there's Cat Talk, there's Rats Off a Ship, the intro, Hour Two. Rob me of song opportunities.
Hey, can I just tell you?
Well, you'll have more tomorrow. I don't think the rain's going anywhere.
I like talking to David Dwork. You know why?
Why's that?
Unlike you, jackass, he doesn't treat me like I'm ignorant to the sport.
You don't ask him crazy questions.
He's a hockey expert.
I do ask him crazy questions.
Why don't I just give you
but not as intricate as the way that you asked Tobin.
That's jealousy.
Because that's when they come up.
Okay.
Like there's just some weird things that happen in hockey.
I told you to make a list of questions you've had in the past.
No, you can't ask those questions during the cup run. You got to ask those questions.
Of course you can.
Better than the cup question that Marcos wanted.
No, Tobin wanted to ask a question.
He wanted to be a mush.
I had to convince him not to ask.
Dude, you were like, where's the parade gonna be? I'm like, hey, way to mush things, dude.
I didn't say
That's
that.
what a mush would want to ask too about parade plans when we still got business to take care of. That's why you want to know something.
Hey, don't sleep on Marcos. He's staying on business.
Yeah.
I learned that phrase the other day.
Stands on mush business. Just like a frog
He's
would.
standing on business.
I have faith in my team. Excuse me for trying to play.
You don't ask a question like that. You want to ask a real question like, how are the vibes? That's how you ask a question.
See, that's what we're doing.
That's how you ask
That's
an
what we're
interview
doing.
question. You want to ask stupid questions that pertain to where's the parade going to be.
What
hey, you want to know
flavor
something?
champagne?
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Right now,
Cross
we
a
got
bridge?
a business trip.
So you're saying it's on the beach?
Not saying anything.
See, that's what Tobin would do to me. And now he's doing it to you. Your understudy.
He's not an understudy, though. He genuinely would want to ask a question like
that. K-Tom said Tobin is standing on biscuits.
Oh, I'd love to stand on biscuits.
Hey, you know what?
Biscuits are good.
You know what I think is disgusting?
Don't say
Sausage,
pumpkin.
gravy, and biscuits.
Oh, okay.
That's
fine. I think
just as a combination.
No, you know how they do the breakfast: sausage, gravy, and biscuits. I think that's disgusting.
You do like sausage, you do like gravy, and you do like biscuits.
No, I'm not the gravy part.
Gravy.
Nah.
That's where you draw the line, huh?
Yeah, the gravy. Nah, the gravy.
Minus the gravy.
You don't like gravy?
No, not that kind of gravy. I'm not a big. This is the only time Leroy will partake in gravy. Thanksgiving, when you take that gravy and you pour it all over your food.
Of course.
Yeah.
The turkey,
setting
the
the trap.
stuffing, right? That's it.
I mean, is there any other time for gravy? I don't think I do.
No, sausage, gravy, and biscuits are phenomenal. Broke. Yeah, no, dude. I'm telling you. No, not.
Listen, don't worry about it, Cap for Life. Normally, if he has a food take, he'll change his mind in 2 years and he'll realize it'll be his favorite.
What am I changing my mind on?
Everything. You've changed your mind on everything.
No, I have
Ice cream, coffee. You're a coffee
You
aficionado.
somewhat like tacos now.
Pizza.
No, I don't.
Tacos. Yeah, you
Pizza.
love
I
tacos.
don't like tacos.
Oh, we had
Kale.
tacos here. You had more tacos than the Chihuahua from Taco Bell.
There
dude.
was 30. There was 3
Hammer
of
the
us.
floor because I'd like to know that.
Wait. So here's what happened. So I said, hey guys, look at this picture. I'm going to order some tacos. They don't look messy. Is that not right? But they came with all the crap on them. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tobin doesn't like the fixins on tacos.
I don't like the fixings on them either.
You guys
That-
are so
It's a
weird.
baby,
It's
dude.
dirty.
I'll
It's
show
too
you
much
a real
stuff.
taco.
Really? Really?
Mhm.
I don't want to listen. I don't want to eat food where I gotta balance the food on the other food with the finger. I just want to eat it.
Anything with my tacos.
Goth taco despair.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Taco.
LS Dave.
Empanadas are
Stand on
delicious.
business or biscuits? Is a person in the wheel just name something? Is he standing on business or is he lying and soft and he's standing on biscuits?
Why did you keep bringing up the term standing on business?
Because that's so that's the what is it called? The Gen Zers. They have a whole new, and I just learned that that's one of their sayings. Standing on business.
Marcus doesn't stand on business though.
Really?
He stands on cheap ass shoes that he bought from somebody else.
You forgot the used in front.
I'm not Adidas though. Adidas are like affordably priced though. You can buy those.
You can buy some. So you went to an actual store and bought those?
Yeah, they were like $90. How about that? I'm okay with that. Less than 100, I'll buy it if it's new.
Do you get alerts every time that there's a new funky shoe deal?
I get. Hey,
what makes them funky?
Hey, check this out. Nike sends me an email like a month before shoes come out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You should let them know we got a sucker down here that'll buy their old inventory.
No, they're not used though.
Oh, then he doesn't want it.
No, it's not. I don't just want used shoes. You guys don't understand. What do you know, dude?
What do you know, dude?
Where do you get your shoes from?
A store.
What's the last time you had a shoe?
Hey, so I'm gonna tell you, I ain't gonna lie. When you get old, and you just want shoes, now that I got bad feet, I can't do it. I would just go get the 2 for $100 and be fine. Because I don't never wear shoes.
I'm wearing the flu game 12s. You're wearing the orthopedic 7s. This
And
guy doesn't even know who he
I
has.
got just the old peoples, the Brooks.
Someone's got the Dr. Scholl 7.
You can't. Hey, there is nothing that says I'm less than 50 years old walking around in Brooks.
Yeah, I'm sorry I don't have I'm not living court dreams and calling my team the Lava and buying signature shoes like a child.
We're making our way back next year, baby. Coming back strong. I can't wait. Whatever, dude. You just like the convenience of getting your oil change and your shoes at the same place. I can't trust you.
That's true. I went back there yesterday, by the way.
I heard, yeah, that's right. Was she
I
there?
had to go back to the scene of the crime.
Was she there?
No, thankfully,
Oh.
I got there right before they closed up shop, and I just had the worker bee who was there. No issues with the eye doctor.
And they didn't give
Hey,
you
so
an access to get-
whatever happened with that?
Wait.
Did ever
You
get-
went back?
He had to
Yeah.
get his
I had to
prescription.
get my prescription because I'm not ordering my
Didn't
contacts from
she
them
like
anymore.
ban you from there?
Yeah, well, I snuck around the system. You want to know why? Doctors don't work past 3 p.m. Eye doctors especially.
That's true.
It's probably why she was in such a
Your way
rush.
back into.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna.
Hey, somebody said I'd rock the silly saw 6s.
Ooh. Shoe deal on the horizon?
No, Tobin don't wear. Hey, I'm gonna say this: Tobin don't wear Crocs.
Nope.
Now,
Nope.
I have seen the man, which I can't believe. I told him to get some slides to go on the plane, right? He refused to do it, and I always have to wait for him because he basically have to take off all his damn clothes.
Yeah.
No, he
Because
likes
he
wearing
goes
thongs.
belt,
Actually,
shoes.
I need new flip flops because I wore them in the crick when I was in Georgia, and I was like, you know what? After I got
Not in
out
the
of
what? You need
in the
slides.
crick.
You can go flip flop
Okay, you see that.
when you go to like the water park and stuff because those stay on.
Here's the thing with slides.
You gotta
Slides
do
are,
slides on the plane, dude.
you know,
You gotta wear socks.
as a
You
Florida
can't,
man.
you're not, dude. I'm not walking with you in the airport
As a
with
Florida
flip flops in your bare ass feet.
As a Florida man, you need to have a certain touch with nature, and there's just something about slides that too comfy. You know, it's like, I'm uncomfortable having that much comfort in a shoe that could just flail off.
You're uncomfortable having.
I
But
like
you're not
that-
uncomfortable wearing shoes that
when you break in
have
a
your
pair.
toes visible.
I'm telling you, when you break in a pair of thong flip flops, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like
And
because there's
You ever notice how thin thong flip flops are? It looks like you're walking barefoot.
Yeah, but my favorite one's the Reefs with the bottle cap opener on the bottom. Those things, those are the Corvettes of flip flops. I'm telling you.
Grow up, Tobin.
Listen,
Grow up.
This is just for the purposes of us traveling more efficiently.
I don't want to have a less desirable flip flop. I like what I like.
Every time we go to the airport, I gotta turn around and wait for you to get dressed.
Dude, I got these now they've gone up in price. Like it's crazy the inflation that they've gone. They're nearly like $65 for these flip flops now. I'm like, this is ridiculous. They were like $30 when I first started wearing them. I'm telling you though, dude, there's just nothing like them. But the thing is, it takes a while to break them in. It takes almost like I'd say a good 3 months to get them perfectly broken in.
There's a
we
bottle.
literally
Science to your thongs.
We literally have to, dude.
What?
We literally have to do something about travel arrangements.
No, I wear my sneakers. It doesn't matter. Look, it doesn't matter.
How many
anyway.
times are we gonna travel? Every time we travel, what did I say? I had to sit and wait for Tobin.
You would have, yeah, but the last time you had to wait for me, it was because of all my equipment that they searched.
But normally it's because he has a belt,
and
he has shoes, and he got to repack his stuff, put on his shoes, put on his belt. Like, come on!
Sorry, but I'm not gonna bend to the whim of everybody else just because I got to put my shoes back on.
Then do it faster.
I think I do it. I think I do it at a fine pace.
No, you don't.
I think I do.
I'm always look. I'm sitting at the thing like this. Let's go.
You don't have that much patience, either.
I've waited for you on things.
No, you haven't.
I wait for you all the time.
No, you. The only time you waited for me was the time when I was sick and they lost my luggage.
Yeah, that was terrible. Not a good time.
Combo.
Maybe
I'm
it's an
surprised you
easy
didn't get sick. We rode in the same car.
Iron immune system, dude.
No,
I don't know what to tell you.
No, that wasn't it.
Lockbox.
That wasn't it. I don't know.
Call me the vitamin man.
Vitamin. Name a vitamin.
Oh, what?
You can't name a vitamin. Name.
What is that? What is that?
Those are easy pods.
First of all,
I've
that
never
looks
heard
like
of that shoe in my life.
that looks like shoes that the Jedi wear.
Looks like socks.
Look, he's all
They are.
rock.
They're socks with soles.
I don't like
Oh
it.
my God,
It makes me uncomfortable.
By the way, it's leaking in the other studio.
Oh yes.
Is it?
Oh man, vintage style. Yeah. It's
So
like
the fix isn't fixed.
apparently not. Apparently not. A man who's fixing to get into a fight this weekend. David Benavidez. He's the co-main event. Gervonta Davis, Frank Martin. He's gonna be fighting Aleksander Usyk coming up this week. Canelo's scared. Wants 9 figures to fight him. 9 figures to fight him. He's been trained down here in Miami.
9 figures.
He joins us next.
It's not gonna happen.
The Lily.
I just licked my skin.
This hour of
Very excited to talk to our next guest. This man, one of the biggest stars in boxing. He is on part of a huge doubleheader coming up on Amazon Prime pay-per-view. The monster, David Benavidez, is going to be taking on Aleksander Usyk this week as a co-headliner with Gervonta Davis, who's taking on the Ghost, Frank Martin. David, thanks for the time again, man. Really appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, thank you for having me on, bro. I really appreciate it as well.
I want to ask you this, man. All right, I saw you. You're flying from Miami over to Vegas. As a new adopted South Floridian, how into the Florida Panthers Stanley Cup Final are we into now? Have you adopted the teams yet? Are we getting into that kind of loyalty?
The loyalty is there, but I haven't adopted the teams yet. I just went there, did my training camp, but when I get back, I'll get more in tune with all the sports and all that.
We will get you. We will get you fully. We'll bring you to the studio one day. We'll bring you up to speed on everybody. Has David Benavidez ever thought how good a fighter I could be on skates? Because the fight game in hockey is pretty strong, and I wonder how the monster would fare if they had to put you on ice.
To be honest with you, I don't do good on ice. I don't do good on rollerblades. So moving around it kind of be hard, but the fighting part, I got that done.
Absolutely, you do, man. So, Usyk, what do you make of him and your lead up to this? This big opponent. You're going up a weight class. He's been at the top of this weight class. What do you want to prove against him? Like, what are the things that worry you about him as an opponent?
To be honest with you, nothing worries me about him. I'm just more prepared for all the stuff that he could do. I'm prepared for his strengths. I'm prepared for his weaknesses. I actually sparred him when I was 21, and that went great. We had a great sparring session. I beat him up pretty good. But, I'm not taking nothing from that sparring session. I'm thinking that this is the best Aleksander Usyk that is possibly going to be in front of me. And having that thought in my head, I prepared very well for this camp. I trained about 4 months. I didn't leave no stone unturned, and I'm 100% ready to go. And I'm ready to go. I want to steal the show this Saturday night, so I'm going out there. I'm looking for the knockout.
I am curious about it because you mentioned you don't put too much stock into it, but that feels like it gets brought up a lot when fights are brought up and you guys are in the big limelight. But a lot of you guys have sparred before, whether it be Gervonta, Devin Haney, whatever. Do you feel like that those are just mental games in the lead up of a fight, or do you ever take anything from, I still know something back from then, even if it was from years ago?
No, I'll definitely still take something because most of these fighters, they don't really change up their style too much. And I had my way with them the whole sparring session. But I do know his strengths. And like I said, I do know his weaknesses as well. So I kind of know, just going from the sparring session, I kind of, put a game plan together just off of that. And, I watched his fights too. I watched a lot of film of him. So I definitely have a good game plan put. So he's definitely going to do some things that he did back then. He might do some things. So he might do some new things. So, but whatever he brings to the table, I'm going to be 100% ready for.
What's been the biggest difference for you in this camp now that you don't have to get down to 168? Like diet, endurance, strength, like how do you feel just physically?
So I feel great. The training camp was tremendous. It's just the only difference is that I don't got to lose 7 extra pounds. So that's that's a big plus for me, and I'm very happy about that.
What do you think is do you feel like is endurance going to be the biggest thing? Is it going to be your strength? What do you think is going to be the biggest payoff of that?
So I think just because I don't have to lose the 7 extra pounds, I think it's going to give me more endurance, more speed, and more power as well. I mean, I felt great at 168, but I just feel like 175 is more the natural weight class for me. So I feel like I don't need to be honest with you. I feel like this is going to be the best fight of my career so far, the best knockout victory in my career so far, only because I'm coming up in weight and I'm gonna feel strong. I feel extremely fast, extremely strong. So I can't wait to put that to the test on Saturday.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about that. Like you with more endurance seems even scarier because you already have like you're always like it feels like you let guys wear each other out and then you're just buzzsawing and by the time it's getting to like 7, they're done because you've starting to wear them down. I can't even imagine what a more endurance David Benavidez could be like.
It's gonna be a scary monster, scary sight.
This I wanted to get your thoughts on this. So Aleksander Usyk, he had said that he was considering going back down to cruiserweight. Fantasy land that's not so far away now from 175. Would that ever tickle your fancy? A matchup against Aleksander Usyk coming back down in weight, because that would be, I mean, a super fight. I don't know, much about the cruiserweight, but a David Benavidez jumping weight classes to take on Usyk. What kind of a matchup do you think that would be like?
To be honest with you, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I would love to fight Aleksander Usyk in the future, but I'm just being true with myself. I have to go beat everybody from 175 to 200 to prepare myself for Usyk. Usyk is probably the best fighter I've ever seen. And like I said, I don't shy away from a challenge. I actually love a challenge. But for me to be 100% prepared for that fight, I have to beat Dimitri Bivol. I have to beat Beterbiev. I have to go up to cruiserweight, beat Opataya, Surdo Ramirez, all them guys to even, be ready to fight Usyk.
Yeah, listen, man, that's what I think people always respect about you. You're truthful about knocking off what you got to knock off. But man, as a greedy boxing fan, man, that would be an absolute fun one. What did you make of his performance against Tyson Fury?
I think it was a classic Usyk performance, man. This guy he puts his heart on the line, and then he does. It's like art watching him fight. Honestly, he just has the angles down. Everything he does is amazing, and but hats off to Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury gave him a hell of a fight too, and it was a close fight. But like I said, Oleksandr Usyk, he fights with his heart, and he goes and gets the victory.
Now, another guy who's an artist is Roy Jones Jr. I saw that you had him down by the Miami gym. I don't know if you've gotten to work with him in the past or whatnot, but that must have been pretty cool if you haven't. Like, what was that experience like?
Yeah, that was basically an experience I cherish for the rest of my life. I remember watching Roy Jones when I was 3 years old, and even till now, I still watch him. Even when I'm 27 years old, I never stopped watching Roy Jones for motivation, and just having him there, and then him just being super cool and super humble and really teaching and really loving. It was just an experience and a memory I'm going to cherish for the rest of my life. And, it wasn't only him that came down, we had that great experience with him. We also had Guillermo Rigondeaux. And like I said, man, I'm just very happy to get these experiences with these legends because these are people I looked up to my whole life.
Has that been a cool thing about moving to a new location like Miami, like Rigondeaux's royalty down here, and getting a chance to see some of the great Cubans? I don't know if you've gotten across to Luis Ortiz and all, but like, man, it's loved down here by the Cuban population. Have you felt that in your training down here?
No, yeah, definitely. They show a lot of love, man. And I feel like this Miami is just something different. It feels different in Miami. You just feel like, you can make anything. You can make anything come true in Miami. It's just the vibe there. Everybody's just so cool and loving, and it just gives you that much motivation to go out much harder every single day.
I know you're a family guy, pretty down to earth, but has there been a cool celebrity crossover thus far down here? Have you noticed anything different as far as life down here?
No, just that a lot of people recognize me and a lot of people show a lot of love, and I've been networking with a lot of big people, and we met Jake Paul. We met a lot of people out there. I think Miami is just, you meet so much famous people. It's just that's where everybody wants to be, and I'm just very happy training in Miami. It's definitely a beautiful place to be at.
David Benavidez, he's going to be fighting this Saturday on Amazon Prime pay-per-view. Gervonta Davis, Frank Martin also on the card. I mean, you're talking Tank and the Monster. That's about as entertaining as a 1-2 punch as you can get. Do you have any feelings on the main event? I feel like Frank Martin's getting slept on a little bit. I know how dangerous Tank is, but do you feel like this is a competitive main event?
I definitely do. I feel like Frank Martin, he doesn't have the experience that most people wanted him to jump in with Tank, but he definitely has all the tools to compete with Tank. It's going to be a great fight, but also the one thing I want to see is how Tank kind of deals with the ring rust. I think he's been out for like 14 months. So he might start off a little bit slow. So it might be, a really parallel fight until Tank finds his distance and his, comfortability in the ring. But, I don't count Frank Martin out at all. I think it's going to be a great fight until it ends.
A lot of times when people fight Tank or fight on your cards, like, people always talk about the bright lights. Like, do you feel like that's a real factor when you're in your first kind of big monster event? Like, can that be a big X factor?
Yeah, definitely. I've seen some people that, that they shrink under the bright lights. For me, I've been professional 10 years. And the first big, really bright light situation I had was when I fought Caleb Plant. And, I showed up to that occasion. Fast forward to Andrade, we showed up to that occasion. So I feel like either you're just a person that shows up under the bright lights or you're not.
Recently in your gym, Teofimo Lopez, he's getting ready for his card down here. What does he look like so far in the gym coming over to your training facility?
Oh, so Teofimo Lopez is a great dude, man. He's a great fighter as well. We're very excited for his fight. He's very talented. I think he's a 2-time undisputed champion. Not even that much people even get to one undisputed champion. So he's definitely going to have a great fight. He's looking really good.
Yeah, well, listen, man, we can't wait to see you coming up this weekend, June 15th, against Alexander Usyk. He is moving up to 175. Big things ahead for one of the biggest stars in boxing, David Benavidez. Hey, appreciate the time, man. We're looking forward to it.
Thank you, brother.